Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, to Generations Behind, episode 35. I'm your boy, Craig of Craig's Game Room. To the side of me, I don't have anything today. We have Zach, Mr. Zach Daily Meeting. Zach, how are you today?
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Zach. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking, Craig.
And below us, the luscious slut, as always, Tyler Haight, Kills Reaper, Game Collecting Reaper. Tyler, how are you today?
Doing pretty good. Just watched a whole weekend of wrestling, and then Craig was like, you're forced to record this shit right after, so now we're here.
That's true. I said your stupid ass is fired if you don't get your ass to the recording booth right now. Like, we have an obligation.
And I was like, damn, I don't want to lose my Generations Behind paycheck, so here I am.
Yeah, it's been pretty rough sledding around here lately. Craig has a very forceful boss. We are working late on a school night to get this episode out for y'all, so...
And these dudes are salary, so they're not getting paid any extra, no overtime.
Yeah. So hopefully you appreciate the episode. We're going to try to make it as good as we can, but, you know,
It's hard to make art under these conditions, though, honestly. It is hard.
So something very funny about calling this podcast art, specifically.
So if the episode's ever not bad, you know who to blame. Not me or Zach, all right?
Yep.
That's pretty valid, to be honest.
The one time my AC wasn't even in the recording, and it was like 100 degrees here in Pennsylvania, and Craig was like, I still don't want it on, turn it off. It's picking it up. So I was sweating bullets. Go look at probably like episode 23 or something like that. And then I'll just be...
Come on, what else? What other terrible working conditions have I put you guys under? Let's just keep it going. Keep making shit up.
I don't know, Zach. What else was there? There was so many to count.
You made me embarrass myself talking about the PlayStation 2, a console I've never played before. You made me find the 5 best games for it, which is just an embarrassing exercise for me.
My favorite thing is we play that episode probably 2 or 3 months ahead of time, and you're like, yeah, I'm down for that topic. And then the day of, you're like, yeah, I've never played a PS2 before.
It's hard to tell your boss no when he's so iron fisty, you know?
Yeah, exactly. If he would have said, like, if he would have told you straight up, like, he never played a PS2, he would have you'd have probably
I'd be
made
like,
him
why
look
the fuck
better.
did I pick you for the third chair then, Zach?
Exactly. But
Like,
Zach,
we were like
just so you
fifth
know-
pick to begin with. I could have just kept going down the line. We could have had a successful show with a third host that knows his shit.
it's true.
Zach,
But we
Zach
got
just
me.
so you know, I'm surprised he's letting you get away with it right now, but your ceiling fan is in frame. He knows it's on.
Oh, God. No.
Usually you have it a little lower. It's not in frame, but I see it.
Here, oh.
There you go.
Well, I'm in here.
It's never on.
I'm gonna in our chat after this. I'm just gonna send a big picture of a pink slip direct to Zach. Like it was a good run, but it's time we start seeing other people. You're not really a good fit for the role anymore. Anyways, welcome back to Generations Behind. Today we're going to be talking about Wii memories, just our experience with the console, growing up with it, when we got it, what we got with it, all that fun stuff. On a real note, happy to be here with you tonight, boys. I look forward to this every 2 weeks. Usually we record earlier in the weekend. This is a Sunday evening, so this is probably going to be a bit on the shorter side, so apologies to those of you that love our 3-hour marathons that we usually have. You might just get a 2-hour marathon instead. But at this rate, who knows? It might be 3 hours anyway, so...
Yeah. If it happens, Craig will be more happy, so...
That's true.
Gotta
More
keep
watch
it going.
time, more money in my pocket. It's, I get paid overtime, personally.
Of course.
Why wouldn't I? I'm the greedy CEO.
Yeah.
You guys ever see the meme of the really fat guy at the end of the pipe and is all the water like guzzling into his mouth, and then there's the little guy with the little droplets? I'm the guy with the little droplets, the CEO not getting us over that. And you guys are just taking everything away from me.
Taking it all.
But yeah, very excited for the show today. I had a good weekend. I watched a lot of movies. That's pretty much all I did this weekend, actually, was watch movies. I watched 5 movies this weekend, so I went to the movies, saw Fantastic Four. It was not fantastic, but it was very good. I enjoyed it a lot. I saw Maxine, the final film of the X trilogy that I haven't seen. So shout out to that. Very good modern horror movies. I watched Nimona and K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix, which are 2 Netflix animated films. Those were a good time. And I didn't watch a 5th movie. I lied. I only watched 4 movies. So I will be putting up my apology video on that later. I did not mean to mislead you guys. But yeah, good weekend for film watching.
So I can't afford those kind of movies because here on the pay scale of Generations Behind, I could only afford like one matinee price like during the week. But you see, I'm at work during that time, so I can't even go.
Yeah, you gotta go like mid-Tuesday when it's like 7:25 movies.
Tyler, I think Pokemon the movie 2000 is free this weekend on YouTube, so you can watch that.
Hell yeah.
Ooh. All right.
You get to watch after this. I think it goes away tomorrow.
I should follow it along with my press kit and see how accurate the press kit kept it with. See like if it came out at the same time or like.
Be fun exercise.
That'd be cool.
Kind of
I did get some nice Pokemon cards this weekend, speaking of Pokemon, so shout out to these beauties. I like these ones a lot.
He likes those cards, but he never played Gen 5. What a
That's
fake
true.
fan.
Well, they were promos that came for the new Black and White set that came out. I told you guys about it. I think my exact words were, I bought some Pokemon cards for the first time in a few weeks, and I got no hits. I want to kill myself. Still stands. Still want to kill myself. But the promos are pretty cool. So, unfortunately, though, I was hoping for a nice dopamine hit along with my $60 spent.
Is the promo that red Victini card?
No. That is like a super rare pull that you can get from the packs.
Ah, okay.
I know you're talking about that. That's a cool card. These were promos, though. And there is a Victini promo, which is nice, but I wanted to... honestly, I really wanted this card. I thought this was a really cool-looking card.
I don't know. I think Zach and I pulled the best card this weekend, so...
Oh, yeah, and your TCG pockets, you guys got the image coming soon art rares.
Yeah.
Do you one of you guys want to explain what's going on there?
Go ahead,
Well,
Zach.
so I don't think we fully know what's going on. The extent that we know is the new TCG Pocket cards, they always get like data mined like a couple days before their actual release, and immediately people found this Ho-Oh card, and the what's called the secret illustration rare, the ones that have like the animation.
Yeah.
The Ho-Oh, the artwork. People found some fan art that it looks like, or not looks like, it's clear that the Ho-Oh was like traced of that fan art. So what we don't know is, was this art, did like someone at the Pokemon Company provide the artist this thing? So was it on someone at the Pokemon Company, or did the artist for the card take some fan art? Or we'll never get that detail.
Yeah. But either way, just like art plagiarism, essentially, right?
Yeah, they did acknowledge that it was a mistake, and they have got in contact with the artist. So I'm hoping and assuming it was just a mess up. I imagine that it's got to be hard with all the Pokemon fan art that's like actually like 1-to-1 with the quality of regular Pokemon art. That this can happen sometimes if you're not really careful to only just go off of assets from your like studio. If you just like look up Ho-Oh and I mean. Oh.
Yeah, maybe this artist also works at Bungie. Who knows?
Who knows? But yeah, for now, Ho-Oh and Lugia both have this new
so
art coming soon.
It's incredible that it happened so close to the launch that they couldn't do anything about it. So it's just nothing.
And when
I really wanted to get a screenshot of me doing that, but
it's awesome.
When you pull the card, it just says "new art coming soon." It goes into it, just all black, and then it comes back.
It goes in like it's going to do an animation, then it zooms out.
It's actually pretty incredible.
Also,
it's super funny.
Worth noting, if you look at this, it does have the Lugia on this. I don't think the Lugia card was also the same situation. I think they
I think it was just the same artist.
They just pulled both Ho-Oh and Lugia both off. I don't know exactly, but yeah, we'll see. I'm sure we won't get any official detail on what actually happened. They'll just.
I've been trying to pull the Ho-Oh now.
We'll try better next time.
Got the Lugia though, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I have not played that game in many months. I just kind of stopped caring, honestly. So I didn't want to spend any money on it. So
it doesn't really save you money, but if you play it free to play, you don't.
True, but I felt like the free to play grind was just so slow that I just kind of got over it. So I respect it. But I do hate myself enough to have re-downloaded Master Duel lately, so I've been playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, which is the opposite of self-care, but I do love some Yu-Gi-Oh. So yes, we'll talk about Wii memories. At the top of the show, want to give everyone a reminder. Next game-specific episode in 2 weeks is going to be The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Perfect time to play this game for the first time if you haven't, or to replay it on the Nintendo Switch 2 GameCube Online. Since if you're listening to this, you're probably a dork that also has a Nintendo Switch 2. And you also probably play for the online, so you probably already have access to it. Is it the best Zelda? Yes. The answer is yes. No. You guys will have to answer that. We have a couple of write-ins from the audience. First
sure
up...
GameCube Zelda. Anyway.
I'll also agree to that. Patrick wrote in, and he said, Pata 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 Pawn.
Thank you, Patrick.
Tyler, any comments?
I never played Patapon.
Really? I'm surprised. You're such a PlayStation slut. I figure anything first party by them you would have played.
Never played Patapon. Never played Loco Roco. Never played anything like that.
Mm-hmm. I know you never played Infamous, which is the craziest one to me.
I played Second Son and First Slate, but I didn't play the originals.
Okay.
So those I got to get back to.
Zach, go ahead. Sorry.
Have y'all considered Patricapon?
Patricon?
Like the star?
Patricon? I don't know. I'm just trying to make a joke off his name. I'm sorry. It didn't work very well.
No.
We can continue.
That definitely didn't land. I wasn't sure what you were trying to say.
Continue with the
Zach,
show.
you're really getting that pink slip, bro. You're really getting that pink slip.
Zach, you're on thin ice, buddy. Any experience with the Patapon franchise?
No, I do think it's interesting that these games are coming to the Switch, though. Mm-hmm. And it's like Sony... I don't know what the deal is, if Sony's like too embarrassed to publish them or what, but like they have like Bandai Namco publishing these for the Switch, which is like, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, a lot of like niche or Sony franchises, like we're getting the Hot Shots game. They did it with Freedom Wars, I think back in January it was, which was like a very, very famous PlayStation Vita exclusive that people really loved back in the day. My hope is that this means that they'll be loosey-goosey enough of Gravity Rush and get that on other platforms. I think that's
people
possible.
Are hoping it's all the Japan Studio stuff. They'll just like start putting Japan Studio stuff multiple platforms. So.
Speaking of Patapon, I fucking hate that game. So just want to put that out there. I kind of want to give it another shot. But when I played it back in the day, I played I tried the remaster of on PS4 that they released many years ago, and I really didn't like it. I just found it obnoxious. But I kind of want to give it another shot because I know people really like it, and obviously a big fan of rhythm games. So I think I need to give it another try eventually just because I know that's a pretty beloved one. So I'll get back to you. Dan Evil Robot writes in, so we'll never have to do a Wii Top 5 episode if we answer this question. But he said, this might actually be a really hard question to ask. What is your top 5 favorite Wii games? Mine are Donkey Kong Country Returns at number 5, number 4, Metroid Prime 3, number 3, Zelda Twilight Princess, number 2, Super Mario Bros. Wii, number 1, Super Mario Galaxy. Keep it up, you guys, with your amazing podcast to listen to. I like background noise in my game room. We love knowing that we are your background noise. That's the highest compliment I can give.
That's reaching for. I want I don't want to be like fully invested because I'll fuck up a lot and you'll notice. I want background noise. It's kind of listening.
Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing better than having a podcast on in the background of while you're working or grinding a game or nothing. I consider that a very high compliment. So thank you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Very much appreciate that. Now we do not have to say our top 5 because I don't think any of us are prepared for our top 5 favorite Wii games. But if you guys have like a favorite you want to shout out, maybe I think that we could at least do that much.
A couple like fun I won't give my top 5 because I'm sure we'll do a Wii top 5 at some point.
But a
couple couple fun ones that I don't feel like people talk about a lot. I really like the Mario Baseball on Wii.
Super Sluggers is so good.
Super Sluggers has so many characters, and I feel like it's just an improvement on the GameCube one that I love. And have you ever played The Blob?
Yeah.
Yes.
3D platformer.
Yes,
yeah,
I have.
I really like The Blob. So shout out to Blob.
Shout out to Blob. Tyler, you have a couple of Wii games you want to shout out? Some of your favorites?
Sonic and the Secret Rings was really good.
Shut up.
That
game sucks.
7 rings out. No, let's see. I'm looking at my collection because I don't remember what I have.
That's what I did too. I pulled mine up real quick. I'm like, what do I have? Honestly, if I'm gonna give a shout out to 2 games, I don't know if either of these are number 1 actually, but I want to give a shout out. Oh, I'll give a shout out to 3. Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles. Love that game. Super fun rail shooter. Really great time. Very arcadey, very fun. Gotta give a shout out to Super Swing Golf. That weird niche golf game I've talked about many times in this show. Very good, very fun. And if I had to pick a number 1 Wii game, it might be WarioWare Smooth Moves. I love that game to death.
Yep.
Probably my second most played WarioWare game behind DS. I love Smooth Moves.
I'm now realizing that I have a Nintendo
did you ever play
cartridge blocking my
Spectrobes on the
view.
Wii?
Oh. Sorry, go ahead.
Go, Tyler.
Tyler.
You ever play Spectrobes on the Wii?
No, but I have it. I've always
DS?
wanted to play it because I had the DS game as a kid and I liked it a lot.
The Wii game is really good, actually. From what I remember, it could be really trashy now, and it might be bad to go back. But from what I remember, that was fun. Sonic Colors was good.
No, not really.
You don't like Sonic Colors?
I don't, but
Oh man,
another topic for another day.
It'd always be like laser and shit like that, you know? Like
That's pretty good.
like Johnny Blake drill. Shit like that.
I just like them.
What was the other ones? There's like asteroid. And, I don't remember the other.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What? I can't believe this.
Have a load of this. Have a load of this.
Sonic Rider Zero Gravity. That game was great, even though I mainly played that on the PS2.
Never played that
best
one.
racing game, Donkey Kong Barrel Blast.
Oh,
So
hell
good.
yeah.
I think this means though we'll have to do a Wii top 5 episode at some point.
Yeah, actually, I would need to wait because there's so many Wii games that I like and I've never finished. So I need to play through. Like I never finished Last Story, never finished Xenoblade Chronicles, never finished Pandora's Tower, never finished Fragile Dreams. Huh?
You gotta play a wee bit more of those.
Just a wee bit more, yeah.
Man,
We should do a Project Rainfall episode where we go over the Pandora's Tower, Xenoblade, and Last Story.
That'd be awesome, but that's like a 200-hour prep for an episode. But it would be so fucking cool.
That'd be so cool.
That'd 100% be worth it.
What if we each played one of them?
That would be cool. That's an idea. But you can't choose Xenoblade because then that's an easy out for you.
I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to do that. Yeah.
I think Tyler should do Xenoblade because if I play Xenoblade, I want to play it on the 3DS like an absolute monster. I really want to play Xenoblade 1 that way. I don't know. I feel like Pandora's Tower is my vibe, and I feel like Xenoblade for Tyler, and I feel like Last Story is a Zach vibe because it's very, very Final Fantasy.
I don't know anything about Last Story or Pandora's Tower, so I'd be down to try either of them.
They're both very cool. I just never finished them because that was back in my era of playing 5 hours of every game and then moving on. It posed to now where it's like, even if I hate a game, I usually finish it. I almost never drop games at this point in my life because I always feel like I'm wasting my time otherwise. Like, I'm like, oh, I played 2 hours of this. I'll never get those 2 hours back, so I need to play the other 8 hours just to finish it.
Have some closure.
Exactly. But yeah, so no top 5 Wii games, but we'll get there one day. It's just gonna be a while, I think. So, there's probably gonna be a couple of goobers that are even annoyed that we're doing an episode on the Wii because they're like, oh, it's not retro. It's not retro yet. It's not that old. Retro to me.
I feel like it's kind of it's borderline, but I would say Wii's fine.
You're so full of it. How is the Wii not retro?
No, I mean like only because it's like the PS Wii 60 era.
Yeah.
Like I feel like 360 games and PS3 games are those really retro? Like,
so here's my take on that. I think the console could be retro, but have not retro games on it.
Sure, I mean I guess I think there can be retro feeling games on one console where there are more like Uncharted 2. That feels like the most modern game ever, but I feel like the PS3. I mean that's from like almost 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But like Uncharted 2 is like. That's like what started this shit. That's why we have all these games now.
Yeah, it's tough because I think it's just because we'll never have a leap that big again that it makes it hard to disassociate the generation from the time period it came from.
Yeah.
Shit, we're already hearing PS6 rumors now.
That's true. Well,
I don't give a shit. PS5 needs to actually get its shit together before I care about a PS6.
I know. I feel like the PS5 still doesn't have an identity somehow, which is weird and sad. So, but I still love my PS5. It's still the console I play the most besides my 3DS. So
I'm so mad we haven't seen anything Wolverine related yet, bro.
I think that game's canceled.
It can't be canceled, dude. No. It's definitely still coming, but
I don't know.
Like,
what happened to the Venom DLC that
bro?
leaked too? Their timeline is so fucked up now compared to what was leaked all those, a year or two ago.
Yeah.
None of that stuff has come to fruition, so I'm like, something's wrong.
I kind of wish that whole that thing that was like that Spider-Verse game, that online game.
I think that would have been cool.
Yeah, it would have been bonkers, dude. Like they're releasing all these no-name live service games that are obviously doing terrible, Concord, and then when you have a full-on IP like Spider-Man, nah, cancel that.
I'm looking at my PS5 games, and I do love my PS5, but I feel like most of my games are third party. There's been a lot of good third party games this generation, and then 3 Spider-Man games, and then like the God of War, Spider-Man. What else do I have on my shelf that's from Sony? Returnal was good. I don't know.
You're getting Ghost of Yote soon, right?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that because I love Tsushima. I know. I feel like the Sony hasn't been putting out exclusives at any.
We've been getting one a year.
Yeah, they totally mismanaged their teams, and now I think they're just trying to figure out their shit to get back in line.
They're trying to reload, but they waste all this time.
Yeah, even Marathon, that was going to be on other platforms, but it's that's technically a Sony game. Look what happened to that shit too.
Well, sure, yeah, I don't know. Wish games came out faster, but I guess I get it.
Me too. If you feel bad for PlayStation fans, feel worse for Xbox fans. Because you know what else is never coming out? Fable. I think Fable's canceled too.
I wouldn't put it past them.
I definitely don't think Fable's happening, unfortunately, which is a shame because
we didn't get an update.
But
didn't get an update on it this summer, which is odd.
But we got Avowed, so everything's okay.
Well, that was good. I
haven't played it yet. I still want to check it out by the end of the year. Unfortunately for Avowed, Oblivion Remastered dropped, so that made me lose any interest in playing Avowed.
Yep.
Oblivion Remastered is game of the year. So.
No, we'll have to see. Probably not.
I don't know. DK Bonanza sweep? It could happen. Who knows?
It's definitely not sweeping.
Speaking of Donkey Kong Bonanza, I think we've all beaten it now. So, since that's our shared game of what we've been playing, why don't we go ahead and save that for last? But Tyler, what else have you been playing besides DK Bonanza?
Alright, besides DK Bonanza, not too much, but I started playing... There's this, indie kind of kart racer that's on Steam. It's literally called, The Karters 2, but it's literally, everybody's just modding everything and anything into it. And it's great, and it plays just like CTR, so everybody's, Crash Team Racing, and everybody's adding Crash Team Racing courses to it. You can literally download any Crash Bandicoot character, Sonic characters. I got Shrek, I got Kratos, I got Ozzy Osbourne, I got Kurt Cobain, I got Jar Jar Binks, I got Baby Prunes from SpongeBob, the chocolate, that one on a wheelchair.
She has a name?
Yeah, Baby Prunes, that's its name. It's but
didn't know there was a canon name. I just thought it was the old chocolate lady.
No, Baby Prunes. And I got that game is great. The AI though is hard as balls, but the gameplay is pretty fun, and it's just insane with all the mods. There's literally 64 pages of mods that you can just easily download and add onto the game.
That's wild.
Let me try to find one right now.
Good stuff.
Also they got Scrat from Ice Age, so of course I put him on a Pac-Man ATV with SpongeBob wheels because
there he is.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't
Tyler,
you?
At the end of the year when we do a game of the year type video, can you put together a top 5 Tyler's degenerate random
top five weird shit Tyler came across on Steam?
Yeah.
Here's my Ozzy Osbourne one. I also played as this one.
Timely.
Oh, wait. Do you know Cat Icarus?
Yes.
Okay, so you might understand this one.
Spons.
And it was on a casket. The casket car that came with Maria from Sonic. So that was the card
Jesus
for that
Christ.
one. And then this one, dude, like some of them have voice lines, and I put Pac-Man on a milk carton, and the voice line for that one, it was loud as hell. And it was like, "Here comes Pac-Man," and I was like, "What the hell?" And then you hit a boost button, it's like, "Get cracked," and I was like, "What is going on?" I was like, "I am not playing as this character
Hell
again."
yeah, cracked out Pac-Man.
But dude,
Recovery from Shadow Labyrinth.
Yeah.
I have so many characters in that game. It's crazy.
Yeah, I can't
I'm
wait
just
for
remembering
our
it.
Game of the Year conversation when, like, number one for you is, like, SpongeBob Tower Defense from Roblox. Number one.
That was last year, wasn't
Was it
it?
last year?
I think so.
Time's a
Um,
flat circle. I
I
have
was
no
gonna
idea.
say.
You just-
I literally have not like really played it this year. It's kind of
I know, I think when I was looking at my when I was stalking, my PSN friend list, because I do that every once in a while, pretty sure it said you have, like, over 2,000 hours in Roblox. It's, like, an insane amount of time.
there ain't no way I got that much. There ain't no way, you're lying.
Probably because of when you left it idle, but
But I did that on my computer though.
that's even worse.
Well, no, because it was easier on the computer. Because I'm not going into it. All right,
He's
so I
trying to
played.
dig you out of the hole. He's trying
Yeah,
to
I
dig you out
know.
of the hole.
He's
Just
trying
say
to
you
get
left
me
it
to
idle.
talk about it again.
Just say you left it idle.
Listen, I'm not doing it. You can fire me if you want. Give me a pink slip. I'm not talking about that game again.
You have less write-ups than Zach, unfortunately, because he's late every day. So
His face.
I was eating my quesadillas, okay?
You said I'm eating my quesadillas, but I'm sitting here at my desk all ready to go for when I'm done eating. You could have
No,
hopped on.
the desk was ready to go, but alas.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I would not want to rush a man to finish his quesadilla. That would not be kind of me. So
Exactly.
He says that now, but in his head, he's like, he needed to hurry.
I'm like, you dense motherfucker. You said you'd be here.
Is that all you've been entertaining yourself with, Tyler? Is this weird degenerate steam kart racer?
That and Donkey Kong.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay. So, but Craig said save Donkey Kong for last, so I'm not really gonna.
Yep.
Zach, what have you been playing?
I
He said this
most of my time is gone to Donkey Kong. I've been trying to play my Playdate. I'm not playing it much because I've been playing so much Donkey Kong. One of the new games this week I got was like a Guitar Hero game where you have like the music's coming on like a stream and you have to like use the crank to move the sound to the right spot. It's pretty fun.
Nice.
But I haven't played that a whole lot. The other thing I've been playing mainly has been Dragon Quest III HD 2D.
Mm-hmm.
They did during that Nintendo Direct last week. They announced and dropped a patch so it runs at 60 now, and it just looks a little sharper.
Good stuff.
Because the game even on the Switch 2 was running the Switch 1 version, so it was like I think it was capped at 30, and it just it wasn't an uncapped frame rate. I think the visuals were a little blurry. So, but now it looks like a PS5 version essentially.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Good stuff.
that game's fun.
Yeah, I want to get around to it eventually, but I'm not sure which version of Dragon Quest III I'll play, so I'll probably end up playing that version. Only Dragon Quest I have under my belt right now is number 1, so I had a good time with that. So for me, I finished up Fire Emblem Engage. It's another Fire Emblem under my belt. Third one I've beaten this year.
Dragon.
I am on a roll. I laughed the hardest I've ever laughed in the dialogue of a video game before. I won't spoil it for anybody out there, but
It's fantastic.
It is the best writing I've ever seen. Absolute peak, absolute cinema, as they say.
We had the best line in a Nintendo game.
Oh, speaking
Best
of Peak, that's
single-
another game I played. I forgot about that. Played
Oh.
Peak.
Do you want to talk about Peak real quick?
I don't know, it's just a silly adventure. Not really adventure. It's like a co-op game where you're literally trying to climb to the top of a peak. It kind of just came out of nowhere and blew up.
It's by that company that made Another Crab's Treasure. That developer.
Yeah, good for them. I want them to
That's
do.
the same company?
They make some interesting games. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, the physics a little wonky. We got through the first part. We got to the second part. There was just poison everywhere, and I kept dying and falling off everything. And then I kind of stopped playing it for a bit. But yeah, I haven't played it too much. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, it
And now
seems like a
apparently
good
they added an update where you could be a freaking cannibal and eat your own friends if you get too hungry, and they turn into
I
chicken.
saw that.
Yeah, that's very funny. That's very funny.
Like, yo, Timmy, my leg, Timmy, no.
So yeah, beat Fire Emblem Engage. Some of the best gameplay I've ever played in a role-playing game of any time. so deep, so good, so exceptional. The story of the game was pretty ass, but I did like the characters in general were very good, very fun designs. A lot of the supports were very funny and entertaining. It's just a very unserious game, and I think once you get past that point and realize that it's trying to kind of be more goofy and fun opposed to like Three Houses, which was pretty serious, pretty much through and through. I think that you can appreciate it more. It's just going for something totally different. So I can see why a lot of people, especially since so many people got into the series with Three Houses, why going from Three Houses to Engage would be a disappointment. But I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Good level of whiplash there, like you said. Like Three Houses had like, say what you want about the story. It at least felt like it was thought out, and they had like lore that made the world feel like lived in, and like extra details from like past wars and stuff, and like you could read about all it in the library.
Yeah,
and Engage
so
is
cool.
just like a slop, like make something happen. This happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this is what it feels like.
Yeah.
Once you tell yourself, okay, this game, just turn your brain off and enjoy the tactics RPG of it, then it's a very good game.
Mm-hmm.
But the story is not anything worth listening
And
to.
I will say, game gets pretty fucking hard. The last two chapters of that game, not the last chapter, but the last two before it, like chapters 24 and 25, it's rough. Like, it's legitimately hard. So I appreciated that. It knows that the mechanic of the game of having the emblem rings and being able to have like basically like dual classes and extra weapons and all this stuff is so broken, and it's kind of like, all right, you've had 23 chapters to figure this stuff out, now utilize it to your best ability if you want to beat this game. And I kind of appreciated that. So
Yeah, it took me 130 hours to beat it, my first playthrough.
that's crazy. Were you playing on Merciless or something?
My first run was on maddening difficulty, and it took me 130 hours.
That's crazy.
It was very hard.
I think I finished around the 35-hour mark, so not nearly as long as you. But
I would sit there for
I just
literally
played on
3 or 4
normal,
hours,
so
3 or 4 hours a chapter, like sitting there, like analyzing every turn, like it was tough, but
God,
I enjoyed it.
it's a very good game. I enjoyed it a lot. Of the 8 Fire Emblems I think I've beaten now, I think it lands at number 3. So I still have plenty to go, but I enjoyed it quite a lot. I also played through TMNT Turtles in Time on the Cowabunga collection. So this is the arcade version, not the Super Nintendo version. I've heard the Super Nintendo version is the superior version, so I think I'm going to go play that version as well eventually, just because it's only like an hour-long game anyway, so why not? But, fun kind of mindless beat-em-up, because it's an arcade game and you're playing at home and you have endless credits. It makes it pretty easy. You don't really have to worry about a game over or anything, but it's a good time regardless. I would love to play these games with other people eventually. I think I'll enjoy them more, but I'm kind of just slowly working my way through the Cowabunga collection, just because I have it downloaded on the console. And when I'm like, I don't know what to play, but I want to play something that's like an hour of my time, decently well spent. Nothing crazy, but still fun. And then I started another Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. I am on chapter 8, so I'm making a little bit of progress there. Definitely just kind of fine. It's it's very basic. It's a remake of an NES game essentially, and there's pretty much nothing different about it from the original except for added dialogue, and they added the weapon triangle. As far as I know, other than that, it's pretty much the exact same game. So very basic, but not bad. Just as simple can get. So, but I'm kind of getting my butt whooped a little bit. And I think part of that's because I didn't look up a guide about all the recruitable characters, so I missed out on like the 2 magic users so far. So I think I need to do some reclassing to get some more magic people in, because I think that that's some essential aspect I'm missing, is I have no magic users right now. So
Did you have to buy Shadow Dragon when it was $5, the digital like translation thing that they released on Switch?
yes, I have that fancy like physical version they made with the download code.
Okay, yeah, you should check out that version of the game too. I like that version of the game. I think it's neat, and they added a speed up function in save states, so you can kind of toy around with it. But
yeah, I plan on getting to it eventually. It's just, I don't know. I'm trying to be strategic about the Fire Emblems I'm playing, because I'm playing so many at once, and I kind of just want to keep the train going.
No,
So
yeah.
I'm trying to play games that are very different than one another. Like, I feel like this is very different than Engage. And then, like, if I go from, like, this to Three Houses, that's very different. And then if I go from Three Houses back to, like, maybe the original on NES. So I'm trying to just keep marathoning the series, but trying to play games that are notably different from one another. That way I don't get too tired of it. Because I feel like if I went from Engage to Three Houses, you know, they're still very different, but they're more modern, if that makes sense. So it's like, just well, like with the variety of like the class system and the turn wheels and all these other different things. So I'm trying to just find a way to keep enjoying the series without burning myself out of it. So I will get to it. But I do. I've had that downloaded on my Switch ever since that came out, and I never played it. So, but I made sure I had to download it because it was limited time.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you, Miyamoto. And then I started up Expedition 33 again. I finished Act 1, but that is all I will say about that. I was telling Zach earlier, main reason I started it was because I finally started to see spoilers for this game, and that's making me angry because I don't want the game to be ruined for me. So it's been enough time, I think, where people are just kind of leisurely talking about the story aspects of the game, so now I want to kind of get to it before the whole thing gets ruined for me, because I've already had some stuff ruined for me.
I don't have anything ruined yet, but I definitely got to get around to it.
Yeah, I was talking to Zach, I had some pivotal stuff ruined for me, so I don't want I don't want that to keep happening. I feel like that'll ruin my experience.
You had one of the worst things possible ruined for you. I feel sorry for you. That's a tough one to. That's a tough one.
Is it the end of Act 1? Because that one I hear is like huge.
Around there, yeah. So I don't want to spoil anything for anyone else, because I don't want anyone to suffer like I have. But when that happened, I was like when I got spoiled, I was just like, come on, man. I'm like, I made it all this time without seeing anything for this game. People are so good about it, and then randomly I'm scrolling through TikTok, and it's just like, so it's all right though. I'm sure that I'll still enjoy the game for what it is, but nothing worse than having like a moment ruined for you when you know it's supposed to be a moment. So, is what it is. But now we can talk about some DK Bonanza. So we've all finished it. I think we all have slightly differing opinions on the game, but I think we all enjoyed it. Tyler, want to give us your TLDR and how you feel about Bonanza?
I mean, honestly, I think Bonanza was great. I really enjoyed it. The ending was pretty good. Not gonna say anything about it. Don't want to spoil anybody. But
I also had that ruined for me too, by the way. I just need to stop using TikTok.
Yeah, Craig goes on TikTok too much. He finds everything out. But anyway, game pretty good. Was it a 10 out of 10? I wouldn't quite say that. Probably like an 8.5 or a 9 I would give it. Probably closer to a 9. I mean, I really enjoyed it. No,
sitting
Craig,
at 9, Tyler. I'm sitting at 9, Tyler. We're in solidarity.
Yeah. Like 9 I feel like is where it is. Like I feel like the little I guess it isn't. I don't know if I could say it 'cause it's
Just
the little
surprises,
the little surprises you see and like the little bonus levels and stuff I feel like were really cool.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way. Other things kind of like one thing that really got me is like the regular music of each world. I kind of didn't really like, vibe with it. Not really like vibe with it, but like wasn't as catchy as like, when you're running around the Bonanza theme or something like that. Those things, that gets you going.
The
but
Bonanza
when
themes
are just,
are all so good, honestly.
Yeah. And then but then just the regular soundtrack, it is what it is.
It was pretty
I feel
forgettable.
Like honestly, I couldn't tell you what some of them were. But
don't ask me to hum the single theme of a sub-layer. I couldn't do it for you.
But other than that, I really enjoyed it. Just the feeling of being able to smash through anything, and then all the collectibles. I mean, I do want to one day go back and clean it all up, but I have a lot of other stuff I got to get around to, so I don't know if I'm gonna get to that right away. But
no, this man still hasn't beaten Metaphor, so
yeah, I got Metaphor, I got Expedition, I got a whole bunch of long ass games I got to get around to. Well, Expedition ain't that long, but Wind Waker I got to beat.
Mm-hmm. You got to
start Wind Waker. You should start Wind Waker.
He's gonna text us, that Friday, being like, "All right, guys, I just finished the first dungeon."
Like we got to record Sunday again. But yeah, so I got a lot I got to do, so I don't think I'm gonna get around to it right now. But I feel like it's still an easy. I could jump back in, get some bananas, hop back out type game. Did it live up to me wanting a DK game for like many years? I'd say so. I really enjoyed it. But
I think where I'm at is like I think the core like moving around all the mechanics in this game feels so good. Like the destruction feels good, turf surfing feels good, throwing stuff, running, jumping, all the movement felt great to me. I think it just didn't have like if it's hard for me not to compare it to Odyssey because it is very Odyssey feeling and it is made by the Odyssey people. I don't think it had as many like big awesome moments as Odyssey. Um, while Tyler, you said the music in the sub layers was like disappointing, I agree with that. But also, I feel like I was in Bonanza form like 90% of the time. So I was just listening to those Bonanza themes over and over and over and over and over again.
yeah, you get that
And they
like ability right away. You collect like
exactly.
2 pieces of gold. It's like, hey, you got your bonanza bill.
And the Bonanza themes are very good, but it made me like I wish I was listening to something else sometimes because I was always listening to the fourth Bonanza one is one I use the most, and I that song is stuck in my head because I was just using it like the whole time. The dun 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 dun. dun. Anyway, Tyler, the sublayer like the side level things you mentioned, the throwback stuff, all that. I liked those. There was not nearly enough of them. I feel like.
Yeah, I felt like we
agree.
needed more.
Most of the side level things were the generic bland like in a box like just do the thing, and those were fun challenges sometimes, but I wish there was more of the throwback stuff in there to add a little
Dude,
flavor
some
to
of
that.
those when it was like you got 30 seconds, but you could do it in like 2 seconds, and it's like,
The bosses and the combat
dude,
is so easy, and I don't know if y'all have done the post game stuff, but there is post game challenge versions of those, and they're also very easy. I got through them on the first try without any problem. So I think that I'm not normally one to talk about games being too easy, but I do think the bosses had cool mechanics in this game. I didn't get to enjoy the mechanics because I killed them immediately.
yeah.
Which I thought was a bit of a downside.
Yeah, you could really just kind of brute force through anything. So,
Yep. But I did like the levels. I did like the even if it was mindless and I was wondering what I was doing sometimes. I did like destroying things. It didn't quite hit that peak tippy top stuff that like Odyssey did.
Oh, this was in a trailer, so I'm gonna say it. But when you finally get to that Diddy and Dixie part, I enjoyed that. That was
It was
good.
cool. Um,
I mean, it was fairly
That was
simple, but
another moment where I wish there was a little bit more like
Mhm.
more there, but
yeah, just one thing. It was like, all right, next layer. About you, Craig? We know you're gonna say, "Oh, this game sucks."
Craig hates it. You already told me about it.
Yeah,
you guys are mean. Why am I not allowed to be critical of video games?
because you're already critical of us giving us pink slips. That's why.
Whatever. No, Zach said I was harsh because I said if I were to give it a number, I'd give it a 7.5.
Definitely higher.
Well, 7.5 is very good. It is very good.
That's good. Yeah,
I think
would
that
agree
is a very
I
good
would-
video game. I think that
Definitely has a stigma to it, but I think 7.5 is good.
yeah, I think that in my opinion, I think that the game lacks a lot of substance. A lot of it just doesn't stick. A lot of it's forgettable. A lot of it feels the same. But it's also all fun the entire time. So it's like it's like if you were to ask me, my top 3 favorite sublayers, I think I could, remember a lot of 2 of the sublayers.
Well, here's a question for
Unfortunately,
you: did you mainline it, or did you explore all the levels, or did you just like go to the end?
I did a little bit of both. I didn't mainline it. I was heading towards the waypoints for the levels, but I was exploring as I was going. Like if I saw like a side level or a challenge, I stop and do it. But I wouldn't if I went in there and I found 2 of the bananas, I wasn't like banging my head against the wall looking for that third banana. I would just move on or stuff like that. So I finished the game. I don't remember how many bananas I finished with.
Craig was exploring until he found out that there was a map in the game.
That's also true.
That's when.
See, so
like,
maybe
oh,
just
there's a
don't
map?
even listen to my opinion because I didn't know that there was a map for a little while. But I still thought the game was cute, fun. I really liked the relationship with Donkey Kong and Pauline. I thought it was adorable. Big Wreck-It Ralph vibes, and I mean that as a compliment. All the outfits were fun. Like I said, the Bonanza themes were fun. The cutscenes were very cute and cheesy and a good time. So I enjoyed it a lot. But I like when people say that like all the 10 out of 10s and like game of the year and all this, I'm just like, I definitely do not see that personally. But I did enjoy it. It was fun. I felt like it was a lot of the same exact thing for, about 15 hours or so, or however long I played it. So, but to each their own. Some people want that, so that's totally valid. I'm not taking that away from anybody else. I just wish there was a little bit more variety. That's all.
It's currently my number 2, but it's like leagues away from Expedition 33 to me. Mm-hmm. Some people I get, like you said, to each their own. Like I said, I do love this game, but some people this is the best 3 platformer Nintendo's ever made. Yeah. I'm like, let's chill out. Let's calm the brakes a little bit.
Here's the thing, and I will talk shit about the people that are like using Mario Odyssey as slander in favor of this game, because I'm like, this game, like Mario Odyssey is up here, and like Donkey Kong Bonanza is not even on the screen. Like, you don't understand. If you think Odyssey is not good or is worse than this game, then I do not believe that you actually played Odyssey. Firmly. I stand on that. Odyssey is...
That's incredible.
Odyssey is a near-perfect video game, for sure. So I just don't understand where that's coming from. I think that's a recency thing for sure. I think if people are saying that, they need to go back and replay Odyssey, because they don't know what they're talking about. That is a hill I will die on, for sure.
It's not Odyssey, but it is a very good game. I think, I'll go as far as to say I think it's the best Nintendo first-party game since Tears of the Kingdom. Since Tears of the Kingdom, like the last 2 years, I think it's the best game they've made. For like 2 years.
I would have to look back and see what they've put out, but...
Last year was like Nintendo World Championships and Mario Brothership.
Brothership, though. Brothership. That was your game of the year 2024, wasn't it?
Sure wasn't.
Nope. So yeah, DK Bonanza. If you have a Switch 2, definitely recommend picking it up. But yeah. On to recent video game pickups. I ain't got shit, so I don't know if you guys do. Tyler, do you have anything for us?
I got one thing.
What?
I'm gonna show it. Okay.
Yeah, why not?
So
no.
Moving on.
Oh, you want me to show it? Oh, sorry.
Oh, that was good.
Well, so y'all know I showed them on here before.
Mm-hmm.
I have this Sega Fun Pack.
Yes.
I have this Sega Fun Pack.
Yes.
So, of course, I had a save search for this Sega Fun Pack.
Yes.
Oh, God.
God, that is clean.
Dude, it is freaking...
That is the only time I've ever seen this thing in nice condition. That's incredible.
Come on. Yeah, dude, it's like super clean. Both of them still have the stickers over the barcodes.
Nice.
So, that's nice. I had this in my save search for like 2 years, maybe a little longer, and there's like 2 up on eBay right now. One's like $850 and one's like $1,800. Like, it's crazy. And I was like, yeah, no, one's gonna eventually pop up. And this one popped up. It was $150. That's what I paid. And
damn. That's crazy.
Yeah. And
I looked for that thing for almost a decade, and I just gave up after a while. So the fact that you found it for $150,
and you'll eventually get it.
That's crazy. So, good for you. That's exciting.
Yeah.
For those out there that don't know, the Sega Fun Pack's all extraordinarily rare. Like stupid rare. Like, this is one of the rarest games. Like, these are some of the rarest things you could own in general. Like, if you are a collector of, like, Sonic adjacent merchandise. So this is very, very exciting.
So, yeah, seen it pop up, $150, instantly was like, all right, buy now.
Yeah.
Buy now. Dude shipped it in, like, tons of bubble wrap. I was like, holy shit. But,
very
yeah, it
exciting.
came in. And it was kind of funny because we were on a Christian stream, and, what was it? Sagero, who watches, he was just like, because I brought up about the Sega Fun Packs, and he was like, oh, do you have any? And I was like, yeah, I got all 3. And he was like, what? I was like, yeah, I just got the Wii one. He was like, how much did you spend? I was like, $150. And then he went back and he looked at it. He was like, "Damn, you're lucky." And I was like, "Why?" He was like, "Cause if I would have seen it first, I would have bought it." And I was like, "Well, you didn't."
Yeah, I think
So
Sandro's a big Wii collector, isn't he?
I don't know, honestly. I don't really like collecting like rare shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I got all three now. I'm content. I do probably eventually want to upgrade the PS2 one because this shit's kind of like beat the hell. But
True, but it's one of those things that's so hard to come by that it's just like any copy's better than no copy.
exactly. Now I just gotta find what kind of protector I can fit these in because I need to buy protectors for them.
I wish I could tell you because the person that I bought my protectors for my GameCube 2 packs are probably the same size, but they don't like produce them anymore. So,
Well,
because I have people message me once in a while asking me where I got the box protectors, and I'm like, they don't exist, unfortunately. Sorry.
what I put this one in? This one. Well, I mean,
There
somebody
must be
made one-
other PSP games that are like that.
Yeah, they have those other two packs, but why would you want to protect those? Because they're like $10 a piece. Like,
Fair
I don't
enough.
know. But yeah, that was my pickup. Now I have them all. Look at that. Look at that.
It's a
Beauty.
big pickup. See? I would have been mad if you decided not to share that. Oh, you want me to show this? In our recent pickup section?
But yeah, that's what I got, and
Nice.
pretty good. Pretty good.
Good for
I
you,
was
friend.
happy.
That's a good one.
Thank
Zach,
That's
you
pretty
got
awesome.
anything good?
Kind
Or
of.
anything at all?
No, so no video games. I did get a Lego set I've been building this weekend though. I just started.
Ooh.
Well, I started today. So I challenge anyone in the comments to leave a comment and tell me what they think this in-progress Lego is. Hint: it is not video game related.
Oh,
It's the invisible
okay.
boatmobile.
Because I was going to guess the Mario Kart one.
Not video game related. It is a Lego Technic set. If anyone leaves a comment, I'll go give them a thumbs up and a congratulations in the comment if they can get it anything close.
He will give you a big kiss.
I'll give you a big consensual.
Did you?
Kiss.
Zach, did you pre-order the Game Boy?
No, I didn't. I'm not a Lego pre-order guy. I just go pick them up at Target because they're always available. And I feel like pre-ordering Legos. I rarely feel the need to do that. I
That's
don't know.
fair. The Game Boy one I actually think I might get because it's actually affordable. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
unlike
excited
the
about it for
Deku
sure.
tree that's $300.
Still upset about the Deku tree because I want it, but I also don't want to spend $300 on it.
Well, now it costs less than a Switch 1 because they raised the price of the Switch 1. So,
That's crazy
We,
to me.
we didn't talk about that, but that's bonkers. It's so crazy.
do we want to get into it? I thought we wanted to make this a shorter one. So,
I don't care at this point.
I mean, we can just be concise.
I'm
I
up.
think it's dumb. I don't care what the market conditions are. That console came out in 2017. There's no way you don't have a wide enough profit margin on that to make something or break even. You don't need to raise the price on it unless this is some medium popcorn effect and they're like, well, the OLED's 400 now. You might as well get the Switch 2. Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe this is like a mind game thing.
and if that's the case,
But-
that's even worse. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So it's like dumb.
Oh, yeah,
to
give
do
it like
this.
2 months. Give it like 2 months until Switch 2 is $550 or like $450, and
I'm sure they're
Just-
gonna raise the price of the Switch too. I had a friend who was waiting. My best friend, she's been holding off because she's like, I'm just gonna wait for the next Zelda or Animal Crossing. Like, I don't care about Donkey Kong or Mario Kart. And when that news happened, I let her know. I was like, hey,
It
you might
does.
want to get your Switch 2 now, otherwise you're gonna be paying more in the future. And she's like, it just sucks because there's nothing I want for it right now. I'm like, at least it'll run what you play now better. I mean, it's something, but
I wonder what would happen because like my buddy Matt, he has the Pokemon bundle pre-ordered.
uh-huh.
So if it does go up, I wonder are they going to keep it at that for like the people who already have it,
That would suck.
or are they going to up it? Because if they have to up it on, I'm like, damn, that's gonna.
That would
Oh,
suck.
Because like
Tell
he
me
would probably
about
go
the
in sooner if he
Pokemon
could.
thing?
Mhm.
No, they're not going to raise the price of an already announced thing. That would be awful
Yeah.
public backlash.
They
to-
could
like,
though.
Well,
They,
I
they
feel like
won't do that. They,
I feel like
they
maybe
would have
if-
already announced it. They would have already announced it. They were going to do that.
I don't know. I feel like if they do, the bundles that aren't already pre-ordered, they'll probably up. But if you already have it pre-ordered, you'll probably get it at that price.
I will eat a shoe on this show if they raise the price of the Switch 2 before the holiday. They've already making the stance that it is not raising for now. They want to get to that first holiday. If they raise the price like between now and then, and so, unless something else drastic happens, which we
Yeah.
never know, we never know these days. I feel like they don't want to do another price increase between now and the holiday. They would have done it already.
I kind of feel like we're getting into like twirly evil mustache Nintendo era, so I'm a little nervous
Maybe.
about that.
Could be.
I don't want that to be
Wario's
the case,
taking
but I
over.
feel like we're getting there.
Yep.
I hope not. But
Also, the one more thing, the talking about market conditions and tariffs, yada yada, that
yeah.
implies that they are still manufacturing Switch Ones and still shipping Switch Ones, which means they have no intention of like not making Switch One games for the next couple of years.
Which is also kind of crazy.
Just a note, just to think about.
That, or they're just
manufacturing
taking
those.
advantage of what's left on the shelf. But who knows?
But there's no tariffs wouldn't affect those; they're already here.
True, but how many places have already raised prices just on the stock that they already have?
Well, I guess what I'm getting at, if you're just raising prices to say fuck you to the people buying the product, and you just blame it on market conditions, the market conditions is the tariffs. So if you're lying about that and you're just raising the price of the already stateside stock, I feel like that is twirly mustache evil shit.
And it's been happening, unfortunately, too. So I don't know. I just assume the worst of every corporation, even the corporations that I enjoy the products of. So
yeah, they're not your friend. I mean, I get it. I don't know.
Tyler's twirling his mustache.
You can actually kind of rock that.
No, that's a look. It's kind of a vibe. I think you should go for it. Put a little bit of gel, keep it up.
Yeah,
you could rock it. But yeah, I think unless you have anything else to add, Tyler, I think we both pretty much agree with Zach's little rant that he had there. That was pretty accurate, concise. Good job there, sir.
Got a little upset.
That sounds like perfect. I love it.
Beautiful mustache.
Tyler starts to be a twirly mustache guy now.
Call me Miyamoto.
All right, Tyler. Why don't you give us some evil trivia?
All right. Hold on.
Some absolutely maniacal trivia.
Let me open
I mean, if he's gonna talk about the fucking Intellivision again, I think that's pretty.
No,
evil.
we're on the ColecoVision. That's what we're on now.
Oh, great! Even better. Even better.
We're on the ColecoVision, and I actually have a trivia question from a viewer.
Oh.
Like I said before, if any of y'all ever have any specific questions you want me to quiz these guys on, let me know, and I will add it in.
I know how I feel about write-ins not filtering through me. Tyler, I feel like you're stepping over your bounds.
Don't get me fired, but just let me know.
I'm kidding. That's fun that somebody gave you a question. Go ahead. Yeah. Hit us.
All right. So,
what kind of old people you hanging out with giving you ColecoVision write-ins?
well, no. The one that I got not about the ColecoVision. So that's like a bonus one at the end.
Okay.
But anyway. So, first, as we start off, pretty much all these console ones, when did the ColecoVision release? Now, I know y'all
1983. Y'all know it.
1982.
Calm down, because I'm doing multiple choice.
Okay.
Although we could just go off of both of your answers, because it's one of those years.
Let's just do that then.
1983.
All right, now we're going by the North American date, and Craig, you said what?
82.
All right, Craig got it. Ooh. It was August 1982.
Oh, North American date? Oh, sorry, I thought we were talking about the Latin American date. I shifted it back a little. I meant 82.
Everyone knows that the Brazil launch of
ColecoVision.
All right. Now this one should be fairly simple if you know anything about the ColecoVision or a game on it.
Good, I don't. So.
Well, I think you should know this one. What was the best-selling game for the ColecoVision?
Coleco and the Return of the ColecoVision.
What were you about to say, Craig?
I was gonna say Joust.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Joust.
Come on, think of a game that's on the ColecoVision, man.
I can't. I've never even seen a ColecoVision.
It came with a pack-in game once.
Street Fighter 4.
We talked about the series in this episode.
E.T.?
We didn't talk about E.T. in this episode.
This episode? Okay. Is this also multiple choice?
Donkey Kong.
Yep, Donkey Kong.
Oh,
there we go. Zach got it.
Damn. Expedition 33.
Actually, Craig, didn't you and Christian just record an episode about like collectible Donkey Kong games?
Yeah, I'm sure that was on there.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, I have like an on-off switch when I'm doing content. It switches on as soon as I stop hitting record. It turns off, and I don't remember anything that was said.
All right, this one I didn't know how to make multiple choice because I would have had to make shit up out of my ass. But Coleco released a series of hardware add-ons and special controllers to expand the capabilities of the console. Expansion module number 1 was used for what purpose?
Rumble. They added Rumble to the little weird controller. Calling it here.
No.
Saving
Motion
the games.
control.
No.
Saving your games.
No. It lets you play another set of games from another console. What
Atari?
console? Atari.
2600?
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like you kind of gave that one to me, but I'll take it.
Yeah, kind of.
You're like,
what-
Atari.
Like, come on. Zach could have just stolen me like 2600.
Sure.
But- So, what outdoor product did Coleco sell before video game console? They did toys and some outdoor products. What was the outdoor product?
A grill.
I was gonna say
No.
a grill and/or a beach umbrella for the said like grilling area.
No.
A cooler for your
No.
beer. A tent?
No.
Outdoor TVs.
No.
Projectors.
No.
Outdoor
Should've
TVs.
been-
What the fuck
No.
is that?
Think
Pass.
something. Think something big. Think
RVs.
think summertime.
RVs.
No.
Summertime.
Pool chairs.
No.
Pools.
Above
in
ground
general.
pool.
It's literally above ground swimming pools.
Oh my god.
Thanks, Zach.
You said pool chairs. I was like, no, I just say chairs.
You're like, stop! You're right there.
That's
All right. And now, lastly, trivia question from Mr. Bird Dog Gaming.
Bird Dog Gaming.
Which PlayStation 1 game had the most discs?
Ooh.
I say FF9 has 4, but I'm guessing something has 5.
Yeah, something must, because I'm gonna say I can think of a few games with 4. Yeah, there's multiple choice or now.
Does it count if it has like a demo disc in it?
No, I believe this is all 5 discs for the game.
Wow.
Yeah, it was kind of fascinating when he told me about
Vagrant Story.
it. No.
Think of like Square RPGs.
I only know of 4-disc games. I don't know if any 5-disc games. There must be, so. Not
There
Xenogears, right? I think that's
No.
3.
5
I
copies
think
of Spyro the
Kodelka's
Dragon.
4.
5 copies of Spyro the Dragon.
Yeah, Kodelka is 4. Legend of Dragoon is 4. Final Fantasy 7 is 3.
This is a sequel to a game.
Sequel. Trying to think.
Croc 2.
I wish Croc had that much content.
No.
What genre is it?
Is it RPG? Yeah, it's an RPG, I assume.
Oh, I don't even freaking know. Hold on.
It's
You don't
gotta be
know
an
this
RPG. Is it like Gran Turismo and they have like car updates or some
It,
bullshit?
it is not great.
Car updates. Yeah, I feel like it must be that or like maybe a weird horror game, but
Something has cinematics on it.
It's a
Like-
puzzle graphic adventure game.
oh god.
It's like Mist for the PS1.
No,
You were
what's the
so
Oh my
close.
god.
You're
Can
so
I-
close.
Revan?
What's the
Is it
the
Revan?
sequel to
Yeah,
Mist?
Revan.
I don't know the name.
That
What
got
is
it.
it?
It's
That
Revan.
got it.
Damn
Revan.
it. Bastard. That sucks. Man, that was good.
I think they're remastering that soon. I think, or maybe they already have a remaster of that. There's something with a remaster of one of those games is coming soon.
That's crazy.
Wow, Zach.
It's a
got 3 right
5-disc
there.
game.
Yeah, it's 5 discs, dude.
I want to see what that box looks like.
That's crazy. It's just like a triple layer PS1 disc or case. That's fun. Damn. All right. So what's the current trivia score?
All right, so we got Craig with 20 and Zach with 17.
All right. Still
Alright,
ahead.
Holy shit, that looks badass. Did you
Ribbon.
buy it right now? Well, okay, the Japanese one you can buy for $20, but they have all 5 discs spread out. It's like a big box. It's kind of cool.
Now, did you only know Riven was a thing because of the most recent PlayStation showcase that they talked about it in? Or did you
Actually,
know about Riven?
because on Giant Bomb they're doing a playthrough of Myst, and they're going to do Riven next.
Oh, there you go.
And I'm looking
When
right
you
now
said
at
Myst, I was like, it's so close.
the side of the box literally says Riven, the sequel to Myst.
That's why I said the sequel to Myst. I was hoping that would count. Because I knew that was that was the subtitle, but I couldn't remember the actual name.
Hilarious subtitle.
The sequel to Myst. Pretty bold of them to assume everyone knows what Myst is.
If every game came out like that, like what were we having? Gravity Rush 2, the sequel to
Gravity Rush. That'd be good.
Disgaea 3, the sequel to Disgaea 2. Disgaea 4, the sequel to Disgaea 1, Disgaea 2, Disgaea 3.
Just keep going. Perfect.
Danganronpa 2, the sequel to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Wait.
Have you guys ever played Danganronpa?
Sure haven't. I have
Matt.
played
look
Danganronpa 2,
neat.
the sequel to Danganronpa.
Heavy recommend to play Danganronpa. It's a great time. Well, we're not talking about Danganronpa on this fine Sunday evening. We're talking about the Nintendo Wii. Which Wii? The Nintendo Wii.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Launched first in America, which I didn't know until tonight. November 19th, 2006. 2 weeks-ish, give or take, before the launch in Japan. So, I thought that was kind of interesting that it came out here first. Almost everybody in the entire world, it felt like, owned a Wii. Whenever I met somebody that didn't have a Wii growing up, I feel like they missed out on a good portion of their childhood that should have been there. Because who didn't have a great time with this thing growing up? One of the best-selling consoles of all time. It is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th best of all time if you include handhelds. I have to look at the list. It sold 101.63 million. That's a lot of Wii.
Yeah, if you ever look at the graph of Wii sales, it was like on track to be like one of the best selling of all time. Then it just died. It just flatlined.
Yeah, I feel like the first 2 years of Wii were crazy, and then everyone just lost interest like right away.
Yeah, it died.
Unfortunately. But tons of great games on the Wii. It's a very fun and interesting and unique console. Strange choice on Nintendo's part to come out with new generations of consoles that had no upgrades in terms of its power. Just added motion controls, essentially. It's just as strong as a GameCube. Maybe a little bit stronger, but barely. So that was when Nintendo was in their I want to be different era. They said HD consoles weren't going to take off. No one cares about HD output. And that was a terrible foresight on their part.
Hey, overall, though, it was a decision that probably benefited them more than if they just kept trying to keep up with PlayStation and Xbox. Because look where they're at.
Totally true. I know. Now they are the king to this day. They had a little falter in between there, but now they're still killing it all these years later. Tyler, how did you acquire your Wii when you were a child?
So, I had to join the wait list at GameStop. I did not get one at launch. And I remember, my dad signed me up for the wait list, and it was just as simple as one day I came home from school and there was a Wii on my bed. And let me tell you, I was one happy kid.
I used to Wii
on my bed.
Never happier to see Wii on your bed than that day.
Dude, Wii on the bed, best time to have Wii on your bed.
He's like, also, there was a new console from Nintendo that day.
That and my new console. But, however, well, I mean, that would be a little strange, because if I just got home from school, somebody else would Wii on my bed. But, besides the fact, so... I don't fully remember what I all got at launch, but I remember one specifically was literally Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. And man, I remember trying to go for the like world records on that game, and man, some of those were kind of tough, and you really had to, me being as fit as I am, that was pretty crazy, and I got some done. I felt like I was officially in the Olympics getting some gold medals, but yeah, just that, obviously Wii Sports, because everybody had Wii Sports. That was great. Man, I'm trying to remember what else I had at launch. I honestly don't remember. Um, yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, I know that's how I got my Wii, but I don't remember what else I had at launch.
Hmm. That's
How about
okay.
you?
It'll come to you. Zach,
Yeah, well,
how did you acquire your Wii as a child?
Uh, bad. We did not pre-order it, and my mom really wanted to get me one because she knew I wanted one. I think I was. It was. She wanted to get it for Christmas, maybe, but she couldn't. I think it was it November? So she wanted it for Christmas. It wasn't there for Christmas, so we got it in like January or something. But it just one day they had one at Walmart, and she got it, and it was like the best day in the world. And I do remember specifically, she brought me to Walmart and let me pick out one game, because it came with Wii Sports, and Wii Sports was great, but she let me pick out one game, and screw Twilight Princess. I didn't grab that shit. I got Sonic and the Secret Rings because I was on like a Sonic Adventure 2 kick, and I was like, clearly this is the next Sonic Adventure. This is the next
and
one.
heck
Sonic.
yes.
So I remember I have memories of me and my buddy from elementary school. I had the Wii. We were playing Wii Sports like every day, loving Wii Sports, and then I was like trying to convince both of us that Sonic in the Secret Rings was a good game. It wasn't happening. It just didn't ever quite. I beat the game. I don't. I have never gone back to play that game
Did you
again.
ever
But
play the multiplayer? Like the only time you could play as anyone other than Sonic?
I'm sure we did mess around with it. I don't remember very well. I just know that game was not great.
I will. I'll have some memories about Sonic and the Secret Rings to share as we get to
How
that. But
dare you talk shit on this great game? I
Yeah, I
spent
had a little bit of whiplash.
$150 on this game.
Yeah.
that's so funny. So for me, obviously I knew about the Wii because I was an avid Game Informer kid. I read Game Informer every month. I looked forward to getting it in the mail. So the hype leading up to it, I was super excited about it. And when the Wii came out, in general, we never got any consoles at launch growing up. That was always like a holiday thing. And I did get the Wii for Christmas that year. It was very, very exciting. I got it along with Twilight Princess, and I was just the happiest child ever that day. We as soon as we started up, we made our Mii's, played some Wii Sports, and then while my parents were making Christmas breakfast, I started up Twilight Princess, and always been a very big Zelda fan, even as a small child. So I just was the happiest I'd ever been that day. And as an adult, it's funny because my parents always tell me they're like, just like as a be grateful child kind of statement. They're like, we spent double what a Wii cost to buy and bought yours on eBay to make sure you could get it for Christmas that year. So,
Oh wow.
shout out to my
Shout
parents
out-
for spending like $600 on a Wii to make sure I could get it at Christmas. $600 is a lot in 2006 money. So
Yeah, that's a lot now.
exactly. So shout out to my parents. Because admittedly I was a little spoiled as a child, and they went above and beyond to make sure that they could get me things like that, even if it wasn't smart or feasible of them to do. So shout out to my folks getting me my Wii that Christmas. So I had a Wii year one, and it was a great time. Played a lot of Wii Sports for many years. Honestly, Wii Sports was just always in rotation. Once we had it, stuck around for at least a couple of years, and just have a lot of fond memories of the console, which is why we're doing this episode today. Speaking of memories, first one I would like to share is getting Christmas money in the future and being able to buy games. And one time I went to Toys R Us and I saw the Nights into Dreams game, and I was like, oh, I recognize this character from Sonic Adventure, one of my favorite games, so this must be cool. So I bought that and Sonic and the Secret Rings. That's what I spent my Christmas money on. And I put in Knights and I was like, oh, this kind of sucks. And then I put in Sonic and Secret Rings and I was like, oh, this kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So I have good memories of wasting Christmas money on Knights into Dreams and Sonic and the Secret Rings, both very mediocre Wii games.
For anyone that doesn't know, just to kind of baseline Sonic and the Secret Rings, imagine this is a Wiimote. Imagine this is a Wiimote. The way you control the game is you tilt left and right. It's like an on-rails Sonic game. You have like a narrow path, and you tilt to go left and right, and then you tilt forward to run and tilt back to slow down. So you're like almost like you're driving Sonic, kind of. But everything was like straight, and I don't remember. anything being super interesting in that game, and the control scheme didn't work that well. Um, this
Terrible.
wasn't fun. And I think was it just levels, level to level to level to level. There wasn't anything between. It
Yeah.
wasn't like a Cow Garden or mini games. It was
Nope.
just like levels. I
Just
don't.
running.
And some of those
Poorly
levels would
running.
be like 15 seconds. Like you'd
Yeah.
start, and then the music start going. Like, phew. It's like what?
Yeah, this is over. Yeah.
And it's
I
like
remember the music being not bad.
like
Yeah, the music was like okay, cool. I'm kind of vibing to this, I guess, as a
Yeah, Sonic was still in his
10-year-old.
butt rock era at the time, so
Yeah, yeah.
not better than Sonic butt rock. Shout out to Crush 40.
for real, man. I remember one of my friends, Paul, back in like middle school, like early middle school, something like that. I'd go over to his house. We'd go on as we do. We'd be going like through the news channel and stuff, or not like the news channel, but like the Wii Shop channel, like looking at all like the updates. Do you ever like seeing Kirby's Epic Yarn for the first time and Sonic Colors? Seeing like they're like, oh my god, these are coming out, like this is insane, and just shit like that, and laser, shit like that. But those kind of memories. And I remember the one time to his house, I brought over Guitar Hero 3. We didn't have a guitar, so we played with that Wiimote. And man,
Hell
playing with the Guitar
wild.
Hero 3. And then I remember we like beat easy and we beat medium. And then we were like, all right, we're kind of tired of this, But his dad was all into it. And his dad was like, no, we got to be hard now. We got to be hard, like right now. And we're like, no, we don't want to. And he's like, we got to beat hard mode right now. Like, we're starting it. And I'm like, no, do this. Give me my game back. I'm going home. But, but yeah. Man, Guitar Hero 3 on the Wii, that was kind of great. He used to
Quite a lot of
always
Guitar
play.
Hero 3.
He used to always play Call of Duty online on the Wii too, like World
Hell
at
yeah.
War, and Black Ops 1. Dude, those maps were so glitchy on the Wii. Like he would always do like out of map glitches and shit, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, it's fascinating that developers were willing to dumb down ports of their game so much to work on the Wii just because they knew it would sell well.
Yeah.
So you just had these crazy botched versions of games. It was awesome.
I wish I would have I think if you were to take me as I am now and put me back in 2006, 2007, I would have really appreciated Wii Shop Wednesdays, like revisiting these old games they were putting on the Wii Shop, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But back then I did not touch that at all. I didn't have any Wii points, whatever the hell the currency was that you had to like buy the games
Oh,
with.
every birthday, every Christmas, I was asking for Wii Shop points. I was
No,
super into it.
I was like not even aware of that at the time, so I missed that. I missed out on that whole thing. But
Yeah.
I would have had a good time with that. I think.
That was my first experience playing a lot of, like retro Nintendo games was through the Wii Virtual Console. That was the first time I played the original Super Mario Bros., the original Donkey Kong Country, a bunch of different random games I remember I got. For no reason, I bought Kirby 64, even though I had a physical copy and the console.
sorry
I
for your
just wanted to play it on. Shut the fuck up! I wanted to play it on the Wii. Why is 64 always catching strays? Can't you leave it alone?
It keeps showing up on the show, and I had to make sure people understand that at least one.
Kirby
person
64 is the new ET, man.
Kirby 64 is the second best Kirby game, so you need to watch your mouth. Just because you don't have taste.
I don't know what's gonna happen first. Zach's gonna quit the show, or Craig's gonna fire him. It's gonna be one of the two.
As long as it happens over Kirby 64, it'll be worth it and funny. But yeah, I absolutely loved the Virtual Console. It's, extraordinarily revolutionary. I feel like it's kind of, we could thank it for consoles having kind of like a legacy system in general. Who knows if we'd even be able to play PS1, PS2 games on PS5, Xbox, and all their backwards compatibility. Who knows if anyone would have cared if Nintendo didn't do it first with the Wii and saw how successful it was, right? So,
Yeah.
did you mess with it at all when you were younger, Tyler? Did you get a bunch of digital retro
I-
games?
The only thing I ever got that was digital, there was two of them, and if you know me, you should kind of guess what they are. My Pokemon Ranch, and Pokemon Rumble.
Hell
And
yeah.
Pokemon Rumble was a
Hell
blast. No reference to the 3DS game. And my Pokemon Ranch, I really don't remember that. That's kind of like a fever dream. But Pokemon Rumble, that was fun. And I always liked how they had like shiny Pokemon in that as well as like just little toys. But yeah, and I'm glad they eventually like kept that series going. It kind of sucks that they don't now, but it's always fun. That
Pokemon on
was
the Wii was very interesting.
man when
Love
you
that.
had Battle. I remember
I'll
getting
say,
Battle Revolution and playing with my friend on the DS and like actually
Dude, that was
connecting it.
life changing. Being
Dude,
able to
when you
use
guys
my
seeing
team,
them,
connecting my DS, and having
yes,
my team, that I thought that was the coolest shit in the world. It blew me
it was
away.
they're on the TV. Like,
I remember a little disappointed with that game. I rented it. And I was hoping it was like an actual game, but really it was just like a playing your DS games on the TV.
Yeah, like
Like,
if
which
you
was
didn't
cool.
have a Gen 4 game, it was kind of worthless.
Yeah, it was a cool thing to see that, but yeah, I was hoping it was like an actual Pokemon
Like a
RPG, which
Coliseum or an XD or something like that.
yeah, that's what I was
yeah.
wanting. Yeah.
Did you ever play Poke Park?
No, I know of it though.
I mean, I played
No.
the first one. I never played the second one. It's so weird the way like each minigame had a specific legendary like tied to it, and like 15 other Pokemon. You literally had to play the course and get the record with all like 15 Pokemon in order to unlock the legendary Pokemon to use on that like little minigame. It was just weird and odd, but yeah.
Hmm.
Zach.
Another memory.
Yeah.
Uh, I I've got
So whip
one
them
that's
out.
just
Whip out your memories.
kind of an awkward one. I remember when Smash Brawl came out, and I don't think I was due for a game at the time. Like it wasn't like a Christmas or a birthday thing, but I really wanted Smash Brawl.
Why
Um,
are you laughing
so I
so
was
hard,
bugging,
Tyler?
I'll bring it up after this. It just
Okay.
reminded me of something.
so I
Okay.
was bugging my I was bugging my parents, like being very annoying. Like I need this game. I need this game. I need this game. Please buy me this game. Please buy me this game. My mom finally got fed up, and she drove me to Walmart at like 9 p.m. and like bought me Smash Brothers Brawl. Um, and we get home and I put it in my Wii, and the disc did not work.
No
It just
way.
straight up the disc didn't work. And I tried, I tried, and I tried, and I had to go get her in there. I'm like, Mom, the disc doesn't work. I need you to bring it back to Walmart and get me another copy of Smash Brothers Brawl.
Did she do
So
it?
she brought it back to Walmart at like 10 p.m. and we exchanged it, and that disc
Shout out
worked.
to
And she told,
24-hour Walmarts.
Shout out.
but exactly.
Miss them.
But I remember because this was like now it's like 10 p.m. We got back at 10:15 p.m. and she said, "Put the game in there, make sure it works, and then you're going to bed." And so I put the game in there, it worked, and I didn't get to play it. Um, so I just get to verify that it worked, and I didn't get to play it that night. So
Yeah, I remember trying to play online Brawl with my friends, and it was just the worst experience in the world.
Dude, so
It ran at
laggy.
2 frames a second. You
God.
you would attack, and about 5 minutes later, your punch would register. It was incredible, and it's like we would just like do it like with friends across the street. It's like he could have just came over and played, but we're like, no, we want to play online because it's cool that we can do that. And then we saw how bad it was, and you're like, you want to just come over, bring your Wiimote?
Yeah. So, two memories I got with Brawl. One wasn't even when I got it, but me and my friend, one of my old friends, Chase, we like went to Game Crazy at the time, and it was like right around when Brawl came out. And dude, he was trying to haggle with the employee to get Super Smash Bros. Brawl. He's like, "Yo, I'll give you $10." And the employee was like, "No, I can't do that." He was like, "Come on, $10." Dude, I specifically
Less than
remember
the
this.
game is worth.
And the dude was like, "Dude, I can't do that. I'll lose my job." And he's like, "Look, 15." And then, and then he was like, "I can't do that." Like
wait, so he
you
wanted
gotta.
he was offering the
How old was
employee
this
money,
guy?
offering
Uh,
the employee money to then give him a free
he
copy.
was the same age as me at the time, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you guys
Yeah,
would have been
pretty
like
much.
10.
Yeah, something like that. And he was just like, he was like, "All right, look, this is the best I can do. $20. I don't have much." And then I'm just there like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro?"
That's awesome.
And the employee's like, "No, I can't." I remember eventually getting the game. I don't remember how I ended up getting it, but one thing me and my other friend Israel did, we made a custom Super Smash Brothers championship out of like freaking poster board and shit. And then we would always have like weekends where we would play it, and then whoever got the most wins kept the belt for the whole week or whatever. Yeah, that was kind of fun.
That's fun.
I wonder
That's
if I
cool.
still have that somewhere. It might be packed away
He's a
somewhere.
reigning champion.
Yeah, it's been since whatever year that was, but
I
man,
remember
those were the days.
I remember piecing up this one kid at like a Six Flags. They had like a Wii experience where you could play like Smash Brothers. It's just this other kid I had never seen before, and he like, "Is you want to play Smash Bros with me?" And I like just demolished him. And I remember like looking at him like, "That's right, kid." Like,
Don't ever ask strangers to play with you anymore.
yeah, and I went back. Then I went back to the riding rides at Six Flags.
That's funny. I remember the first time I really experienced mods in a game too was with Brawl. Once people started getting into Project M and stuff, that was the first time I've ever seen people modify a video game. So I remember that was mind blowing the first time I saw it. People adding characters and changing costumes. I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. And then I was afraid to do it myself because I was afraid that I would go to jail.
Yeah, you would. You would be arrested on site.
Okay, the Nintendo ninjas will get me.
Exactly.
I don't want to do it.
But it's funny in retrospect because it's like I remember being so excited for that game. I remember loving Subspace Emissary. I remember just, exclusively playing Sonic because I thought it was the coolest thing in the world that Sonic was a playable character.
Yeah.
Even though he's like in retrospect not fun to play in basically any Smash Bros. Game.
No, I hate Sonic and Smash so much.
One of the rare Sakurai L's for sure. His idea of Sonic in Smash Bros. Channels. Did you guys ever mess around with a bunch of the random weird channels on the Wii?
I don't think so.
Not really.
You didn't participate in the Everybody Votes channel? Are you serious?
No.
About this, but I did not participate in this.
Oh my gosh, I looked forward to it every single day. I thought it was so fun. So I pulled up some examples. So the Everybody Votes channel was is a worldwide thing where it would literally just ask you like a random question. Where here's an example I pulled up right here. It says like, when you're done with the computer, do you turn it off or leave it on? And you can say yes or no. And like a day later, you would see the results. When I was a kid, I thought this was the most fascinating thing in the world. And if you're wondering, 63% of people left it on, and 34% of people left it off.
Wouldn't it be so funny if it was just like highly inflammatory political questions? like all these kids weighing
Obama or Romney?
Yeah.
Do you support the war?
And they have like their own Mii's for them. It's like, do you choose?
Yeah. Or like, which do you prefer, mayonnaise or ketchup? It was just stupid. It was just stupid stuff like that. Pizza or pasta, and you would vote.
This is Splatfest.
I was just about to say that.
100%. And you know what's even funnier? The colors were like a purplish pink and a bright green. So it was like Splatoon 2 colors. So they were ahead of the game.
They've had these ideas for decades.
Yeah, which do you like more, burgers or hot dogs? Which is more romantic, chocolates or roses? It was stuff like that. But when I was a kid, I was fascinated by this. And I would check it every single day for like at least a year. Just check every day and I would vote. And then I'd be like,
oh, man,
why do people like ketchup more than mayonnaise? What the fuck? I'm like, what's wrong with everybody?
Because they're normal. That's why.
That's also probably true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a kick out of it as a kid. And I also used to love the Check Me Out channel. If you guys remember the Check Me Out channel. And that was one where people, you can post your own Mii's on there. So it's like people would make really creative Mii's. And then you can download that Mii and add it to your Mii channel and have them on your Mii Plaza. And people used to get really creative and try to make like Ghostface or like just like these random characters from different things. And I thought it was so fascinating. Or people would make like, squinch the face to make it look like a burger. So you could get burger in your Mii Plaza. You guys didn't do any of these? I loved Mii channel. I was so fascinated with these channels. I used to check the weather channel just because I could. I used to check the news channel, not understand anything that's going on, but I would look at it.
That'd
go to
Mom,
it's supposed to be 93 tomorrow.
I would go to I would put my SD card for my camera into the photo channel and just look at photos on the TV because I could. I loved all the weird random Wii channels. I was easily entertained, I guess, but this is a big part of my Wii memories.
Craig got more out of his Wii than I ever did out of mine.
Huh?
Does the news channel still work? Can you still like actively check news on there?
I doubt it, but I kind of want to know. I feel
Is it just connected to the internet? Like it goes to like I don't know how a news channel worked, but that'd be really funny.
I think it was technically a service, so I don't think it works anymore. But I know like in Japan they had crazy ones where you could like order food and stuff too. So people got real with it.
They're way ahead of DoorDash.
They were.
Like, we got
Um,
WeDash.
but yeah, you guys missed out if you didn't mess around with channels. That's one of my like fondest memories is messing with these things. I would look at the Check Me Out channel every day and like look at the top 100 and see if there's any cool, interesting new Miis. Because people just like make celebrities and characters, and I thought it was super cool.
That's funny.
I never really did any of that.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Made all of my friends and stuff on the Me channel where we'd make each other and stuff. So
I
spent a lot
I
of
do
time
remember the
making
Me
Miis.
channel. My little sister and I would just make very unflattering Miis of like teachers we didn't like.
That's
But
really funny.
They're
the
not
main one.
being favored.
Used it as revenge.
Yeah.
No red pants for you.
Yeah, shout out to the internet channel as well. I used to surf the web on my Wii just because I could, and I thought it was fun and
Internet
interesting.
Channel.
Hmm?
Come on. The internet channel is just funny. It's like it's channel.
I know,
It's just
but I
funny.
did use it. I used I used Hulu on there. There was Hulu Plus, so there's some interesting stuff on there. I don't know why there was a Wii Fit channel,
Well, that was my favorite.
and I apologize. The weather one was actually called the Forecast channel, so I'm sorry for misleading you.
Idiot.
But yeah, I got a kick out of all these. You know, I really liked it. It was just very fascinating as a kid. All these things. It was kind of like my first multimedia device in that way, where it's like, oh, I can play my games on here. I can, watch YouTube. You do that through the web browser. The news, all that different stuff. It was interesting. It was like having these social interactions with the Everybody Votes channel, even though it wasn't like directly social, but like seeing other people. Because it's like I had a MySpace when I was that age, probably. But I wasn't, like, actively using it or, like, meeting people or anything like that. So, because it's like, I would have been 11, 12.
For the world, if social media did not progress past Wii channels, if that was like the level of
I think we
connection all
would
had.
be better off. Everything would be better. The meme where it's, like, the super futuristic city and it was, like, if blank never existed.
Yep.
If we just stopped at the Wii channels, I think we would have been good.
We would have been good. That was
We
where
would
we
be
needed to
voting
stop.
for our current political leaders through the Everybody Votes channel. We'd be door dashing on the Daime channel, which is the food channel in Japan.
Hell
We'd be
yeah.
going to the Rabbids channel instead of TikTok and YouTube Shorts. We could have been living, but for some reason we just kept going. We didn't have to do it. We went too far.
One pickup I also remember is I went with my friend Josh, the one who lives in Vegas right now with Craig. We went to GameStop, and I think they were having like buy two get one free on Wii games or something like that. I don't remember what the third game was, but we picked up. I specifically got one of the classic controllers. I got Naruto Clash of Ninja, whatever Naruto game was on there.
Mhm.
And you know what else I got?
What?
Mortal Kombat Armageddon,
Let's go.
dude. And
Game stinky butthole.
my friend Josh was so hyped to play Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Dude, we stayed up all night like playing that game.
That's not the best Mortal Kombat.
It's really not. It's
No.
really not. But man, and then I remember he went home and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna keep playing it. And then I did a cheat code to get all the characters. And next time he came over, I was like, yeah, beat the game. Yeah, I got everything. And then we got meat. We got like,
That's funny.
yeah.
And of course, the Wii can play GameCube games, so automatically puts it up a level as well. Just being able to play GameCube on it. Once I had that, I used that as my GameCube as well. I always had my GameCube. I still have my childhood GameCube, which I'm very happy about. Definitely looks well loved at this point. But it was retired for many years just because I could use the Wii, and I always thought that was super cool.
What's your favorite Wii game?
My favorite Wii game?
Mine's Radiant Dawn. I'll just say it. But
Is it? You'd say that's number one?
yeah, I think Mario
Um,
Galaxy is a close second, but I think Radiant Dawn's my favorite.
I don't know. I know we spitballed some favorites earlier in the show. I really think it might have to go to WarioWare Smooth Moves at the moment. But there's plenty of Wii games I still haven't played. Like I haven't played Radiant Dawn, the Rainfall trilogy, as we were saying. There's plenty of Wii games I still need to play. So I never actually played Mario Galaxy 2 either. I've only ever played Galaxy 1.
I never played 2 either.
So I gotta play Galaxy 2. I never played Super Swing Golf Season 2, and as you all know, big Super Swing Golf fan here. So, you know what else I've never played? I've never played Wii Sports Resort, only just plain old Wii Sports.
Ooh,
So
Wii Sports Resort. I used to love flying around freaking.
I missed out on Wii Sports Resort completely.
Dude, just the flying around portion of that, I would be on that for hours because like it had all the little like collectibles and challenges and fly over this, fly through that. Dude, I was hooked on that for a good bit. But favorite Wii game, man.
I've also never played the Rhythm Heaven on Wii. I need to because I love Rhythm Heaven and I just never got around to it. I own it, so it can happen at any time. But
favorite game. It might just go to Mario Galaxy, to be honest.
That's a valid choice. Galaxy is basically a perfect video game, so Galaxy is very, very good.
I remember like
one of the best on the Switch via
getting the Mario like collection thing that had like Mario one. I forget what the anniversary it was. Was it like 20,
the All Stars, where it's just a Super Nintendo ROM on a disc?
Yeah, pretty much. I remember getting that, and I was like, I got that for Christmas one year.
It's on my shelf.
Yeah,
I can't see it.
I got that for like Christmas because I specifically asked for that because I wanted to play like the original Mario games that I never did like before. And yeah, I remember playing through those. My dad would play them with me. That was fun.
You know what I remember? I remember getting Skyward Sword and being pissed off because you needed Wii Motion Plus, so I had to go wait until I could get a Wii Motion Plus remote when I had enough allowance.
I remember
to actually play the game. I was so mad.
The same friend that I had, Chase, that was trying to haggle Game Crazy. He made me go with him on our bikes to Kmart to pick up Skyward Sword at like 8 o'clock at night. And I was like, why?
Because Skyward Sword is goated. It's a great game.
Yeah, sure it was. I never played it, I can't tell you.
But... Zach, have you played Skyward Sword?
I played the Switch version.
Did you like it?
I liked it. I thought it was different enough, and it's fun to go back to, you know. This is playing after Breath of the Wild, so going back to a more linear Zelda was actually kind of nice.
That's fair. I'd like to try the Switch version, just to see how different it is, because I've only ever played the Wii version with its very, very strict motion controls and all. For the way that you swipe is the way that Link swipes, so...
Yeah, and the Switch has that also, but they also have the Joy-Con, like, the Pro Controller. You can, like, use the right stick to act as, like, the motion control.
Mm-hmm.
That was a weird control system. Weird thing to, like, pick up on. I eventually got it. I would flip back and forth between controller and motion, but...
Yeah. It sounds weird, but it does make sense because I feel like they had no other way to translate it because it was literally you swing this way, Link would swing this way, you swing that way, Link would swing that way. So it was like what way you actually move the controller is the way that he swung. So interesting compromise, but I could see it kind of working. Don't even remember how the camera worked in it. It's been so long since I played it, but I'm sure you just use a shoulder button to kind of readjust yourself. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Y'all play Mario Kart Wii? You like Mario Kart Wii?
Never. I've never played Mario Kart Wii my entire life.
I played that so much with the Wii wheel. It's
yeah, I remember that Wii wheel did wonders. My sister and I saw Mario Kart Wii at like Walmart, and my mom's like, or we're like, Mom, get this for us. It looks so fun. And the Wii wheel propaganda worked on all of us. We were all like, whoa. But all the Wii wheel was a piece of plastic that you just put the Wii remote in. But we all were like,
I think a lot of people thought you had to have it.
Yeah, it's like a steering wheel for Mario Kart, and it was just so like
funny.
Not that.
I remember playing that game so much, and like I never really did time trials. I was like, how the hell are people unlocking Funky Kong? Like Funky Kong, and it was somebody else that you were able to get from time trials. I don't remember who. But I was just like, I just want Funky Kong, and I can't get them, and I don't know how people are getting them. I did all the CCs, I did all it, and I found out you need like extra staff ghosts or something like that.
It's a good summoning salt video with Mario Kart Wii, so check that out.
That's the most Mario Kart we have experienced with the summoning salt video.
Yep.
Wow.
I gotta play it eventually. One day, that's like a video gamer goal of mine is to have beaten every Mario Kart, like get gold on all the cups or whatever. So I don't know if I'll ever be able to do it though because of how unfairly difficult Super Mario Kart is.
My man was too into his Wii channels. He couldn't play Mario Kart Wii.
Yeah, I was busy, letting my voice be heard of voting on the
Yeah.
Everybody Votes channel.
Everybody
Letting my
votes.
voice be heard.
Everybody votes had a vote the day before the release. Are you picking up Mario Kart Wii? And Craig was like, no.
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 98% to 2%.
Well, it's funny because I remember vividly like not wanting to play it as a kid because I was like, oh, I don't want to play with motion controls. That sounds annoying. And I didn't know until I was an adult that you could play without motion controls if you really want to.
I didn't even know that. I only play with motion controls.
Dude, I
So,
only play with the Wii wheel.
As much as I liked playing the Wii, I was pretty anti-motion controls for a while. Like, I just didn't want to do it. And I did not play my Wii for a long time because of that. Like, I remember how mind-blowing it was when I realized I could play Wii Sports sitting down. Like, I did not have to stand to bowl. Like, I just sit on the couch and go like this. And get 300 every time.
Yeah, I would say, once you figure out where to bowl to get a 300, to get perfect strikes.
Yeah, because all you do is you go to the right a little bit, you tilt left a little bit, and then you hit it every single time. 100% of the time you hit it. And then Wii bowling becomes a lot less fun.
Yeah. Man, the Wii.
The Wii.
Great times.
I'm trying to think that the Wii Golf. I remember reading about this. I'm going to butcher this. The Wii Golf from Wii Sports. Those sets of holes. I believe that set of holes they've used in like the original Mario Golf, and they used it on Switch Sports and another game. They keep using those like 9 holes.
Yeah, I think it was in
in,
NES Golf as well. Like the
Maybe it's
original
NES
game that's
Golf,
just called
yeah.
Golf. Yeah.
Yeah, they just keep using that same like 9 holes and just like putting it in other games.
It's very funny.
Like making it look different, but
is there any weird motion controls in Radiant Dawn? I'm curious. Or is it just...
No.
Okay.
Nope.
I didn't think
play
so,
the
but...
you might as well play the GameCube controller. There's no motion controls.
You have a 24% chance better to get a critical hit if you're swinging the
Either
remote
waggle.
when Go get him! Go get him!
No, that was a sideways Wii remote game. You just played it like a sideways.
Nothing quite like a sideways Wii remote game. Those always hit different.
When I can hold my Wiimote the long way, I'm always...
Yeah. There's nothing
I
quite
never
like playing
found-
New Super Mario Bros. Wii with friends and just throwing each other off of edges and just constantly sabotaging one another. That was always a good time.
Did y'all ever get a Wii Mini?
Yes, I have one. I got it in 2015. It was the lone Wii Mini at my Target when I moved here to Vegas. So no, it would have been 2014. And I remember I bought it because at the time, it came with Mario Kart Wii, so that's how I have a copy of Mario Kart Wii. And it came with a Wii Motion Plus controller. And at the time, those two things, if you wanted to buy them, were over $100. And the Wii Mini was $100. So I was like, I might as well get this because it comes with a free console.
Yeah.
But it has no internet capabilities whatsoever, and it can't play GameCube games, so it's like a totally weird stripped-down Wii. The theory is that it was meant for, because it came out in Canada first, and then it came out in the States, is it was supposed to be like an extra Wii for you to bring to your cabin where you didn't have internet anyway, was like, I guess, the idea behind it, which is interesting. So, but it's an interesting little device. I have one. I like the design of it a lot. I think it's fun that the disc thing lifts up, like kind of like an old school kind of console or CD player. So it's a neat little machine. I like the black and red color scheme. It came with a red Wii Motion plush and a red nunchuck, so that was kind of cool too.
So Craig, I have a question for you.
Of course.
This is kind of like Wii memories. And I know you, at one point, were going to go for a Wii set.
That's true.
What made you do that, and how far did you get before you quit?
I mostly wanted to do it because I just am a crazy person, and I like wasting money. That's honestly what it mostly comes down to. No, I just thought it would be cool to do, GameCube was my favorite console. I had the full set for that, and I was like, it'd be fun to do Wii, it's a crazy big set. But I was like, it would be cool because 1, it's a ton of games. 2, maybe I'll find some hidden gems on there, and 3, most of the games are dirt cheap. I think the amount of Wii games is like, it's like 1,200 and something, somewhere in that ballpark, so it's a pretty big number. I got to around the 750 game mark before I was just like, I can't do this. At the time I still lived at home, so I was just in my room, and I had nowhere to even put all these games, So it's like I either could have put them in a storage unit, or what was happening was my closet didn't have a floor. It was just Wii games piled up in my closet, like lifting up the bottoms of my clothes because of how high the piles were. And I was like, I just can't do this. I was like, what's the point of doing this? Like, if I have nowhere to put them, like if I had somewhere to like display them and actually put them out, I probably wouldn't have quit. But it took up too much space in the time of my life that I was doing it, and it kind of just felt like I was wasting space and money, because I kind of have the mentality now where if I can't display it, I'm like, why do I own it? It's like the main reason, if you are a game collector, whether you want to admit it or not, you're mostly just doing it to have the thing on the shelf. You're not actually going to be playing this thing and touching it, using it all the time to justify the price of what a lot of these things cost. You kind of want it as a display piece. I think we could all agree on that, right? For the most part, these are just display pieces. And if I can't display it, then why even bother owning it? Because it's not like I'm going to get regular use out of it anyway. And probably minus like 3 Wii games, you could buy it, any of them, any day of the week. There's not a lot of actual rare Wii games, so
I don't know. Wii Sports in the box, the greatest hits version. I don't know who all bought that game. Probably pretty rare.
It's not pretty rare. Do you have it?
No, I didn't know that game existed until much, much later. I didn't know they actually sold that in a box. So I just thought it was a fun little thing to find out.
It eventually they stopped bundling it with the console, as crazy as that may seem. So they had to get it out there somehow, but it does exist. So, and it is definitely less common, but I don't think it's expensive by any means. I actually think owning that's preferable because, having just kind of like a CD sleeve on the shelf, hard to display, can't really see it. No,
I set mine on top of the Wii games. It's just sitting on, like, literally resting on top of them.
Easy access.
Speaking of sleeves, shout out to Link's crossbow training. All right.
I've heard that's very fun. I've never played it, but I've heard it's really good.
Was that game in a sleeve? Is that the references?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it came bundled with like the weird like Wii gun thing.
Yeah.
And the Wii thing.
Yeah. And shout out to Resident Evil 4 on the Wii. Still the best version to play, the original version of Resident Evil 4. Those beautiful, beautiful pointer controls. Wii was a good game. It was a good console. Had a lot of good games. One last memory I would like to share before you guys share, maybe if you have some final ones or more to go, and we get into audience write-ins, is I have a very vivid memory of me and my friends having a sleepover, probably early high school, and we realized that, you didn't need the audio jack to make the Wii work, right? You could still play the game on the TV, just not have the sound from the Wii. So we decided to play Animal Crossing and blast As I Lay Dying through the TV. We plugged the cable into my friend's phone instead, or his iPod, and we were listening to As I Lay Dying as we were playing Animal Crossing. It's just the biggest contrast in vibes, and it was just at the time I remember us just laughing our asses off, just like, my good pal Chase talking to Tangy, and you just hear, and it was great. So shout out to As I Lay Dying. Pretty sure Tim Lambesis is still trying to keep that project going even after going to jail for hiring a hitman to kill his wife. So if you don't know the lore of As I Lay Dying, definitely look into it. They're very interesting. You guys have any other memories you want to share? Shall we get into some audience write-ins?
I think I'm good.
Top of my head, I think I'm good. I'm ready for write-ins.
Okay. Look at that. We might actually make this a shorter one. That way Tyler could get some sleep. Some little itty-bitty sleep for Sweepy Tyler before he goes to work on Monday.
I'll get like 6. Well, it's already Monday, so I'm going to work today.
That's true.
But
poor guy.
I get like 6 hours.
Despite what they say about me being an evil boss, I am not their boss, and I did not make them do this. So,
dude, he was harping on us. He was like, "Any ideas on recording time, Zach? Are you going to be ready, Zach?"
I had a text message after I went to bed and before I woke up.
That is true, because I needed to know what I needed to play my weekend. I needed to know when we were recording.
And then mind you,
I think that's valid.
And then, mind you, on Saturday, Craig was like, "It's okay. We can record this on Monday, and we'll have it up a day late. It's fine." And then Sunday morning, guys, what's your availability today? We need to get this done now.
Well, that's not true. That's not true. I said if you guys are available today, let me know.
Hold on. We're gonna look for this right now.
Do it. Put me out there.
Oh
I
no,
fucking dare you.
I'm sure you're probably right, but I just
a
want
bunch
to
of words. A bunch of words you probably shouldn't say.
He said, "Morning, friends and slaves. I guess if either of you have a window where you can record today, let it be known so we can try to get her done." At Kills Reaper, at Daily Beating.
Yeah, because you guys.
To
be fair, I didn't need to tag Zach because he actually answers. Tyler, you don't answer unless we tag you.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't get the notifications sometimes. Like, I'm dead ass. I don't. But mind you, I was the first one. No, hold on. No, I wasn't the first one to say it. But I gave you my strict availability on 7/30/2025 at 8:15 p.m. And I was like, yep, that's my availability. And then you kept running it around. But it's okay. It's okay.
Running it. Be real. Was I mean about it? I don't think I was being mean. I was just trying to make plans.
No. We're just fucking with you. It's fine.
Normal stuff is pretty on par.
What do you mean? Fuck off. We're gonna do write-ins. Patrick wrote in saying, "This is Patrick."
Man, we don't even know who's we're writing?
What?
I don't even know what I'm reading now.
You'll go third.
I'll go
Zach
third.
will go second. You'll be fine. I'm mad at you right now, so stop asking questions.
Me?
Yeah, fuck you.
Wow.
Patrick said the Wii came out at a weird time for me and gaming, but it was exciting nonetheless. My biggest memory was getting one the December after it came out. I camped out overnight at Best Buy in freezing temperatures. Literally, it was 32 degrees that night. And being 15th in line for one of 16 consoles. I remember taking it home and hooking it up in the family room with my mom and sister and playing Wii Bowling that night. My mom wasn't into video games and wasn't a fan of them in general, but I loved Wii Bowling and it's one of the only gaming memories I have with my mom. The next day I took it to my room and played Twilight Princess and remember being blown away by the motion controls. It really was a groundbreaking console that put Nintendo back on the console map at the time. Hell yeah.
Shout out to Wii Bowling.
It's so funny. I never played Twilight Princess in the Wii. I only ever played the GameCube version.
And I'm the opposite. I've only played the Wii version. I played the Wii version probably 3 or 4 times. I've booted up the GameCube and Wii U versions, but I never finished them, so... Zach, want to go ahead and read the next one?
From Danny. Hey guys, it's Danny. My favorite Wii memories are from when my kids were younger. They loved to play the Just Dance games. I will say they were much better at the games than me. Keep up the good work, boys.
Thank you, Danny. Yeah,
I've never played Just Dance.
Just Dance was quite the fucking movement.
I played Just Dance. I think my roommate had Just Dance for the Wii. I did play it there.
Hell yeah.
Way back when, but never owned it.
Tyler.
Right. Dan Evil Robot wrote in. He said, "Okay, my story about the Wii. I do remember seeing the most famous commercials about 2 businessmen from Japan Nintendo will like to play it. And my first reaction, like, no way. I thought it looked amazing showing Wii of motion controls, but at the time we were poor, we couldn't afford it. We were living a trailer. We were living a trailer, and I still have my GameCube and the games. I remember went to my aunt's place here, and her new boyfriend borrowed his brother's Wii console. They both were playing the Wii Sports and The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, which I have played both of them. And I didn't get mine until 2008, around the time I was excited for Super Mario Galaxy and Super Smash Bros. So I have enough money saved up to get one. But it was always sold out in most stores until I found one at the old Zeller's department store until several years later, changed it to Target, but that failed miserably in Canada. LOL. That is true.
Shout out to
Zellers, but shout out to Zellers. Let's go.
Yeah.
I was gonna say shout out to the We Would Like to Play commercial. That was iconic.
Yeah.
We would like to play.
That was excellent. Yeah. That was such a good commercial.
Yeah.
That might be an all-time great video game commercial. It's so memorable.
Yep.
Then they're just going in their house and playing bowling. I'm like, I wish that happened to me. I always wanted those guys to come to my house and play bowling with me.
I'm trying to imagine who it was. Was it like Iwata? No, it was just two random guys. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Just
think it was
two
anyone
random-
notable. I think they were just kind of vibing.
Two random guys. Okay.
Shout out to the random guys. Alright, now I rock a teller suit wrote in. Said I never made it as a wise man. Couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. Teller suit here. My favorite Wii memory was from 6 months ago when I bought a Wii copy. God damn it. I don't read these write-ins beforehand ever, so I just wasn't ready for that.
That was from 6 months ago.
That's pretty good.
Okay, it was from 6 months ago when I bought a Wii copy of Dokkan Kingdom after the Switch release for 1/4 of the peak CIB price. But seriously, I played a lot of Guitar Hero 3 on Wii,
Yes!
which was fun. I also played a lot of Mortal Kombat Armageddon for the Wii,
Yes!
which was not fun. I didn't really play a lot of the best games we had to offer during its peak popularity. I picked up a lot of quality Wii games over the last couple of years and hope to try them out soon.
Man, me and Rob are like the same person up in here, dude. We play like Dario 3 and Mortal
Favorite
Kombat.
Wii memory was from 6
Rob,
months
I gotta
ago,
know.
not be off guard.
Next episode, I gotta know. Did you play Guitar Hero 3 with the guitar on the controller? You played it on the Wiimote?
I think you're the only one that played it on this
No,
controller.
stop.
Absolute madman.
Shut up. Listen, I was doing real good, all right?
But he did play Mortal Kombat Armageddon with the Guitar Hero guitar.
That would be awesome.
Thank you.
What a badass. Alright, final write-in, Zach.
All right, from Jason. Hello there, peanut butter enthusiasts. I would have to agree with Zach on his choice of Jif Creamy peanut butter all the way, even though he has extremely poor choices in what's considered a great remake. Now, when it comes to the Wii memories, I would have to say that one of the best would just be the Wii Shop channel. Just a sheer number of different console games that you'd be able to play and download was interesting at the time, from classic games to never before released games in the US, and even brand new games that still have not been released on any other system. Of course, there have been some great games in the system, such as Super Mario Galaxy, Mad World, both of the No More Heroes games, and Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. I also remember that The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess being a launch title and Nintendo making me wait another 2 weeks to play the far superior GameCube version because this guy got with remakes. It's like remakes, ports, it's a far superior version. Superior GameCube version because they wouldn't release both versions at the same time. I also remember a lot of shovelware being released in the system because it was so popular, everybody and anybody was releasing games on it. I have to say my last memory would be that if it wasn't a first party or third party that understood the system, the controls were just poor or really bad. Well, that's all I have to say about the Wii. Thank you, fellas, and keep up the good work. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you, Jason. Appreciate the
nice
kind
to be on
words.
Jason's side for once. What's that meme where it's like the tug of war, and it's like Jason pulling and then me pulling, and he's like looking back like what? Like we're on the same side.
Finally found some common ground via peanut butter.
Yep.
We'll take it.
Still Skippy all the way, just saying.
Thank you all, of course, for writing in about your Nintendo Wii memories. We appreciate it. But we've had fun reminiscing on the console with y'all.
It's pretty fun. Pretty good.
I would love to play some Wii games. It's been so long since I booted up a Wii or a Wii U and played any Wii games. I've been thinking a lot about that generation though in general. I've been looking over at my PS3 self recently, and it's kind of been speaking to me like the Green Goblin mask in the closet. I have so many PS3 games I bought and never played. So many Wii games. I need to give that generation some more love because I feel like when I go back, I always go back to N64, Super Nintendo era, or even PlayStation 1 stuff like that. But I very rarely go back to 360, PS3, Wii. Even though there's tons of great stuff from that time period.
Only you could put your PS3 games in your PS5. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
God, I wish. Dude, it would be over if I could do that. But I will say right now, I do have my setup of a PS3 that's backward compatible with PS1 and PS2. And then I have my PS5, which can play PS4. So I can play every generation. And I have a PlayStation TV that can play Vita and PSP games. So I can literally play every generation of PlayStation on my TVs.
My backwards compat PS3 stopped reading discs. I think
That's sad.
Well, it doesn't stop reading them, but it just doesn't spin them anymore. So I got to go get that fixed.
Yeah, mine actually doesn't work either, so I'm kind of lying. I need to get it fixed. It does the thing
Wow.
where
Wow.
it's a flashing
Wow,
yellow
great.
light. It's a flashing yellow light.
You got the yellow light of death, bro?
Yeah, but I've
Oh,
heard
that's
that
a
if you
lot
put
more
your motherboard in the oven, it can sometimes fix it.
Yeah.
So I might try that.
There's a game store near me that could fix mine for like $100. So like I might one
That's
day
not too bad.
do that because
Yeah, I need to do
if I can
that.
get that hooked up and I could have 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. Or what I might just do too is just hack one of my PS3 so I could just PS2 ROMs on it. That's also an idea.
You could.
Or I could just use my Steam Deck. So who knows? But
Probably that.
I need to give those consoles more love. But we're not talking about the PS3. We're talking about the Wii. Tyler, any final thoughts on the Nintendo Wii you'd like to share?
We overall, it's kind of when motion controls were first kind of a thing, and we all kind of enjoyed them, and now we're all kind of like, motion controls, they're not that great. But minus to some games they work out kind of well.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I feel like Nintendo kind of really hit it with that. Without the Wii, where would we be now? Because with motion controls, stuff like that, even look, it worked out so well that even PlayStation and Xbox kind of tried to copy it. The Kinect and the PlayStation moved. They both didn't go as far. But
one of my favorite photos ever is that one of Bill Trinen and Miyamoto looking at like the Xbox Kinect just like in disgust at E3. Have you guys seen that?
No,
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
It's incredible. Yes, this photo of them like very clearly like judging the quality of the Kinect at E3 when people are demoing it out. It's super funny.
Fun fact, I played Killzone 3 via the PlayStation Move.
The whole game?
Yep, that's what I played. That's how I
That's
played that game.
crazy.
man. But yeah, overall, it was a great console. Had a lot of shovelware, but it also had a lot of great games, and I still feel it was a great time. And kind of like Craig said, it would be kind of cool to go back and visit it one time.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, thanks to the Wii, I have, fond memories of always associating Animal Crossing City Folk with As I Lay Dying. So
Every time As I Lay Dying comes on, Animal Crossing! Like,
yeah. Zach, any final comments on your history with the Wii?
It was fun though. It got me thinking. I need to reacquire my Radiant Dawn, and I need to play those Project Rainfall games because the Wii, like, I think it gets a lot of like looking back on it. People complain about motion controls, yada yada, but I still like the occasional motion control game. When Nintendo makes a game and the WarioWare, was it Smooth? No, Move It.
Yeah.
Was a motion control game, and I was like, oh, this is fun. I like doing this sometimes, every once in a while. So I'm glad the Wii established that as a viable, like, means of playing games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah. The Wii, pretty cool console. I definitely want to... I think after we do our episode on Wind Waker, 3 episodes from that, we should do our Project Rainfall episode.
Hell yeah.
Just have to marathon 3 giant JRPGs. For 6 weeks. We'll have to quit our jobs. But good thing we make enough money off of this podcast to where we can do it full time now. We really appreciate you all.
You make enough money.
That's true. On my unmonetized channel. We thank you all for joining us. Please be sure to write in next episode. Give us your thoughts on the Wind Waker. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you share it with your friend, your coworker, grandma. Sure they all enjoy it. Zach and Tyler, goodbye to my beautiful, lovely co-host. It was a joy talking to you guys.
As always a great time.
As always.
And we'll see you all in 2 weeks.
Start playing Wind Waker.
Take care. Not gonna say bye, Tyler?
Bye.